And we are back with another episode of Survivors of Tarnstead. We are going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Blackheart as
Carrick Marsk.
We have Kronos as
Ardrethal.
We have Hatden as
Tilde.
We have Marcus as
Corvus Adelas.
We have Tobias as
Caspia Steel Shot.
We have Gifton as
What? What?
We have Sammy as
I should say we were changing the name, so it's proper.
It's in Greysteel. I mean, yeah.
Pat.
Stuff.
Okay. Who would like to give a recap?
Me.
Okay, go for it.
All right. We started off having a conversation still at the inn of Wintercroft about setting up a fund for adventurers with General Roselle, and was pursuing contact with Rick Bill to gauge a sense of if this is appropriate or not. But RG and Cass went to Winden because RG wanted to pick up a ring for Marissa. Carrick also needed some muffins, and I think there was a book that wanted to be purchased or retrieved about pseudo-dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Bill was summoned, and Gifton and Carrick had a conversation with them about pregnancy and other things, about sending RG and Cass. And
Was it the most important part of the conversation?
No, not at all. Something had to do with this weird dragon that Carrick was seeing. But yeah, Carrick Carrick had a dream, then Talia had a dream, and Carrick got up, walked around, carved into a table. He was sleepwalking. But yes, contact was made to Rick Bill to discuss the first dragons and the concern of what the glass dragon was. There was a agreement of a plan B, which was the funding. And Rick Bill was infatuated with Gifton's belly, saying 2, 3, 4, oh yes, 10 or more. More little lights. Raz did mention he wanted to meet up at a later point. Corvus had some research done on his father's notes, reading through them, learning more about their past as an Aderlast family. High position in the military, possibly. Letters talking about stripping of titles and land and asking to return to give them back. And also the gentlemen were involved. And Father Aldo was probably tied up with many things in Hexenreich before he may have fled or been exiled to Barras. Rick Bill did manage to see a shadowy entity residing in Carrick. After Carrick removed his ring, Corvus was summoned to look at it further and deduce that it was probably something from the Dreamer, the empty part of the Dreamer, and followed its cue to open up a portal and allow Carrick to have a conversation with the Dreamer again, thinking that this was the best course of action. Of course, Taladay was also present to ensure that we don't do anything stupid. He essentially was acting as our life preserver.
He's always there to grab you by the throat and fuck you back out of the hole, which is really the most important thing, is you guys both need a spotter in there.
Carrick did stay in there for an extended amount of time, and the Dreamer was coming more and more
hungry
to have a 3 new meats in his realm. So we decided to break contact and flee, but not until seeing what the Dreamer may be in part. The Dreamer attacked, Corvus got hit, and they fled to Tarnstead, hoping not to bring any part of it into Wintercroft, particularly at Carrick's mother's inn. Rizal was on vacation or maybe on leave, went to Tarnstead to pick us up. Corvus, Talday, and Carrick. There was a fun little conversation with Gifton listening into everything. And then Kaz and RG had some time in Winden. RG got her mother's ring or great grandmother's ring. It's been a ring in the family for thousands of years. And Kaz started to pursue scrying activities with her long-lost family. In particular, her brother, which happened to be on a island of tropical trees and hairy, weird things. I think someone said coconuts. And we finished up with visiting Razel's house and informing him more about what the Dreamer was talking about and warning us about the comings of the first dragons.
Right, very good. Take your inspiration, nibble on it a little, make sure no one else can take it.
Mine.
No, give.
No.
I'm going to drill on it.
No.
Okay.
Well, hold it up above everyone's heads.
So, Razziel
I can reach it.
left you all in his house, asking you to lock up after him.
We're not locking the door. All right. The moment Raziel is gone, I am going to turn and look at everybody and go, okay, Ricky, you still with us?
Rickville sort of glimmers and bobs.
All right, you can come with us if you want, but we're going to get something out right now and get it over with. At least that's what I've decided I'm doing, because I'm pregnant and I'm prone to decisions right now. Day, we need to tell you what the hell happened during the time loop. Because I feel really bad and you look like you want to know. Do you want to know?
That is up to you. It appears that that information is no longer a predictor of the future.
It is no longer predictive of the future, but it might give you some insight onto some things that are going on. Would you? I'll let you know. Okay, so basically, in the other time, we didn't have any real major contact with the Dreamer. We didn't have a clue of what we were doing, and Raz was basically doing whatever he could do to try to come up with what to do, because the gods are supposedly going to be acting to wipe out all life in the next year and a half. Okay, so everything he tried to do with the gentleman fell through. We didn't have contact with Lady Gentle until much later into things. Everything was just kind of a bit in disarray. At one point, he called in me and Carrick and asked us our opinion on what to do, because he was trying to find a way around a bad decision he didn't want to make. And the bad decision was that there were people that were trying to start a war here in Barast with Noran. And he could stop them, but if he stopped them, he wouldn't get access to the adventurers to send them out to go help get items and artifacts to try and build a defense against the gods. And at the time, me and Carrick could come up with nothing, and we didn't know really the specifics of what was going on or how it was going to happen. And we said, yeah, I mean, if it has to be that, it's that or the world. And we were also trying to figure out with trying to get the Warforged out of Winden and get them off to the town and do things like that. And it was all really in disarray. Nothing was communicated. We didn't tell everybody anything. And you figured out that Rizal knew that the attack was coming from these people because of how he reacted when the king and queen were killed at the party that we were at. You saw him duck in to save the prince and the princess ahead of everything, and it queued you up, and you voiced your suspicions to various people. You were busy at the palace when I went back and told everybody what happened, that me and Carrick knew afterwards, because we didn't know that was specifically going to happen. You were out trying to help your musician lady because you left her on a balcony somewhere, and when when you eventually regrouped with us and I told you, you were very upset. And I will say, you were right to be upset. And you and I did not have a good conversation. And I didn't have the right words to talk to you. And I feel like I wasn't a good enough friend to you that day. And I'm sorry for that it didn't happen, but you know what? But you went and you went to turn in Raziel at the time. Something happened after that. Raziel lost his host, which I don't know what led to that. But when you take an angel outside their host, crank Rick Beal up by a couple 100% and put that in the center of the city. It melts everything. The gods decided to kick everything into overdrive, and you helped us at the docks trying to defend and save people. And then we got teleported out. Lynn took you and Argy with her. We ended up meeting up down in Tarnstead. At that point, Raziel was running around as Denoran because he had to use Denoran as a host, and it burned Denoran up. And we went to go let Hea out, and all the angels from the gods came to stop us and they were killing everyone everywhere in the world. And Raziel died letting Hea out, and Hea got us to safety and kept us hidden until she could send us back. And that's basically what happened. And it just sucks.
I see.
And I don't want you to be confused about what all's going on, and I felt like we should tell you. And I hope that's okay. And you're somebody I care about.
I do not know how to respond to this.
Okay.
I will say that the current situation as it stands appears to be slightly different now.
Very different.
Yeah, we are completely on a different path. We are not doing anything like that. We are treading fresh water and new things, and we're just trying to find a way to save everyone. Okay, well, I just wanted to get that out. If anybody else had anything else to say, but I'm good to head back to make sure your girlfriend doesn't kill you.
I'm more worried about my mother killing me right now.
Why is that?
Because remember, I carved a lot of symbols in the table in the room. By now, she's found them.
Will she likely take that badly?
Very.
I thought you
Oh
meant
yeah, she
like-
was very
Right?
meticulous about her old tavern. So yeah, you're in trouble.
What was that, Dargy?
I said you're an only child, right? And you haven't given her grandkids yet. You'll be fine.
Also, I know everybody has like a lot of
Like under
things
lock and
going
key.
on, but I can do cool spirit like vision stuff now and scry things and teleport. Just as anybody needs any help. Also, Corvus can teleport. All right, but we should go.
Actually, you might be able
Cass's
to help
eyebrow goes up at the mention.
tell. Yeah. Oh. Keep going.
All right, so there are two people trying to say something.
Cass.
Someone say something.
Go, Cass.
I can barely hear what Blackie is saying.
Go,
Saying
Cass.
Cass.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cass's eyebrow goes up at the mention of Gifton being able to scry. Oh, really?
Yeah, I used it earlier to glimpse at everybody when they were down south because they went to Tarnstead briefly. Interesting choice, Corvus. You're going to make the hole bigger just in case, huh?
No, it was to ensure that if anything did come out, because it was the closest that things ever been to us, is that it wasn't going to mess up anything in Wintercroft.
Yeah, so you're going to make the hole bigger just in case, right?
Yes.
Something bad came out.
Is that going to be where we dump all the bad stuff now?
I don't really like the idea of that. My
the
house
emergency
used to be there.
trash pit right now until I find a better place
Oh,
to.
does that make us trash?
Oh,
No.
haven't we always been guesses with a sigh?
Ugh.
Oh,
No.
my
It was.
goodness.
It was. It
No,
was
you
the
have not.
place of least populace.
Doesn't that make us just recycled?
All right,
Yeah,
well,
and
sir-
something better.
Yeah, we should really get going though.
Yes,
We don't
please,
wanna
'cause I wanna get
delay
out of these
too
clothes.
much. Because I'll tell you, the longer we're
They're still in your night
the
clothes.
longer we're in Wyndham, the
No,
more
no.
tempted I am to go see the
So-
Warforged again. So let's go.
I'm wearing comedy clothes
Why
right
do
now.
you,
Remember?
why do you interest in
Oh
scrying,
yeah,
Cass?
that's right.
I found my brother earlier, and
Oh, how's he doing?
he's stuck on an island. I think
How did you?
I
Squinty
paid
eyes.
someone a lot of money.
Oh,
We do have a surprising sum
I have
of
a
that.
really cheap rate.
And Cass is like, it's good to know that now. But he's
Well,
alive,
I-
and there are other
it's-
survivors.
Oh, well, maybe we can try to get them, but I can only teleport one more time today. We really should get back to Wintercroft.
We should go to
I did not tell them that we were coming today. I told them that we would be trying to get to them.
Okay. Do
So
you have any
I
way to
think-
contact them?
The mage that I hired, I paid a significant amount to. We could probably get one more message off, and then that will probably be it.
Where's it at? If it's on the way out, actually, where's the nearest tree? We could just leave any tree.
there's,
Lookout window.
so
Is there trees outside?
Is there a
there's
tree
a
outside?
city.
Not within the main city itself, no.
Is there one? Is there? There was like a park though over by the palace, wasn't there?
Yes.
Is there a tree
Oh,
there? Maybe.
do you
Probably,
want?
yes.
Do you want to use magic right outside the palace? Remember what Carrick did?
That was because I was next to the
Okay.
king.
Still,
Yeah,
I mean,
still
we-
might be a bit off.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
we could
why don't we
go-
just go
we could
back
right
to?
out town this way.
Why don't we
and
just go back to the Temple of
The,
Villain?
yeah, the priest didn't seem to mind.
yeah, we could. I was just saying if it was if there was something near the magical place that Cassie was at, we could ask the person, hey, can you tell them we're coming tomorrow and tell her brother not to resist me?
Where is the place?
I don't know if I can scry it, I can get there if they can see.
No,
the
I
tree.
meant where's the place that Cass went?
I don't know. I was asking. Cassie.
Cass will take them back.
Back to
So
the past.
where is it on the map? Like how far away is it?
I don't think that was ever discussed.
Did I not point it?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, because I think Magical Affair.
Magical-
That's the surplus store.
Yeah. The only thing there's a couple things marked that aren't labeled.
There's
I
this
know
down here.
That's this right up here is the embassy.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
this here.
Yeah, I thought I'd
These-
marked it down on the southern side of town. Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Okay,
There's
well,
Santa.
Well, if it's on the southern side of town, it's on the way to Illan. It'd be technically on the way to the Illan Temple.
All right. Well, why don't we go check that then,
okay.
really quick?
Someone mark this building here.
That building.
Okay.
I will let someone
I'll
else
let
because
somebody
I'm
do it.
bad at. Okay, I guess I'll try.
Just take the freehand draw thing, take out the color blue, and then do that. Why is it
Use blue, you said?
Yes, use blue so that we have something different.
Okay.
Here, I did it.
Oh,
There.
Before I forget.
Okay, got it.
That's,
So-
that's the thing.
That vaguely thing that's over there. Okay, we don't even know the name of the building. All right, but we'll hit there really quick. We'll tell the guy we need him to do one more sending. Tell your brother not to resist any scryings on him, and then yeah, everybody scribble on that spot, and that we'll try and get him tomorrow. I could try to get him tomorrow as long as he hangs out near a tree.
I think there are plenty of trees in that area.
I tried
They-
to make a drawing.
We are going to a tropical island tomorrow. Is it?
No,
Um,
probably not everybody, because I
Please no. I don't think I'm going to
The
be allowed
fewer
to leave
people, the
for a
better.
little while.
where I need to have more room for people to come through if there's extras. But
Maybe we should find out how many, and if any are hurt.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, because we might need a doctor, or Telday's magical healing might be helpful. But
Which is
anyway.
very weird. I still contest to that.
Well, I'm really weird, and I think that's okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
We're going.
come on.
We're going.
Show us
I'm gonna
Cass.
get up on Dingus and go. Okay, Dingus, one last ride.
Would you be bringing them back to Wintercroft or elsewhere?
Don't know yet.
We'll probably figure that out. Actually, you know what would be really helpful, and I hate to keep asking you to do things for me till day, but on behalf of these people we don't know, could you ask High General Stenhouse if we were to rescue a bunch of survivors from the Steel Shod Company, where they'd want them deposited?
Affirmative. I shall go now.
Kez actually scratching his head briefly.
No, sending spell. Sending spell.
Oh, I could do that, yes.
One moment. Wouldn't... It was their airship, right? The militaries?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be looking for their own people, right?
Didn't you say, Cass, that it was destroyed and dragged into the water?
Half of it is in Sidura, the other half is a long ways away, apparently.
It's kind of weird that they haven't found what...
Maybe this island is somewhere between the two places.
They might not have even been looking because they seem to believe everyone was dead.
You think they'd make sure? Oh.
Well, I guess it all depends. We don't know how fast.
Oh, maybe
The thing that
contacting
attacked it
Stenhouse
was.
is the wrong idea. I don't know. I just thought it
They
was
might
a
have been
good
stretched
idea.
out on resources too.
I do agree with the idea of contacting Stenhouse to...
Oh no, it's a good idea. Yeah.
He can go through the proper channels to figure out where... doesn't your mutter live somewhere, Cass?
My what?
Your mom. Sorry. She lives north, didn't
Does Hexenright call them
My mother-
mooters?
She died.
My mother's dead.
I thought
She was part of the
My
company
mother,
too.
my father are both dead.
they were all on the ship.
Yes.
My
Steel Shot
apologies.
Company, family business.
Nice.
I mean, if Tom doesn't know a place, I mean, it might be best to get them to Siddur so they can.
And
collect
also, maybe what we should do is we
remains
should go talk to this
such.
mage and refer Stenhouse to this mage also, in case the military wants to get involved and handle this directly. Because if he can see them, then they might just want to go through him for getting a teleportation of their means. I don't know.
I think it would be good for Cass to be a part of it, no matter what.
Yeah, but let's go talk to the mage.
You need a pen or anything, Telday, for your writing, or can you do that in your head?
I can do it in my head. I'm just trying to figure out
What's the name of the mage?
the question shall be.
What's the name of the mage, Cassie?
Gareth the Magnificent?
Garrett?
I think there was another adjective associated with that.
Sounds like he's full of himself.
All right,
none of
so
us.
Telday, I think what we need Stenhouse to know is located Steel Shod Company through Gareth the Magnificent in Winden. Can rescue tomorrow. Where deliver?
Still
that's
Shot
really
Company survivors.
Yeah. I don't know how many words that is. I don't know how many sendings you want to do. I'd cast it, but I've lost that ability.
Yeah, but you can walk
But
through
you
trees
have-
now.
But
Yeah,
you have
through the trees.
yes.
Could you send a message by trees?
I can send a small animal.
What?
Like,
To a tree?
Corvus is picturing a tree walking into Stenhouse's office right now.
I mean, it'd be amazing.
I could probably talk a squirrel into taking them. Actually, I don't know how that would work. It would just be like.
Care looks a little concerned right now, Gifton.
Yes.
It is no problem. I shall send that now.
Thank you.
I'm afraid the details of the sending spell are more than 25 words. You can't send that.
Oh wow, that's funny. The animal messenger spell, which is what I'm guessing she's going at,
still more than
is also 25 words.
It did not display properly for me for some reason. Did not actually mean to double cast it.
Nice.
Fucking Stenhouse hears two voices echoing in his head at once.
Oh god!
This
Wow.
is how Tilde makes thaumaturgy happen. He sends multiple.
I love how this name has evolved into Gareth. Okay.
I evidently have misheard. Yeah.
I believe it was Gifton that first misheard what Toby said, which is
Well,
superb.
I thought that's what Toby said. What did Toby say? Toby, what'd you say?
When he introduced himself, I could swear he said Gareth.
Okay, so you heard Gareth. Okay. Right, it is Gareth now because mishearings are in character. Right.
All I remember is it's the Magnificent because he has a magnificent hat and a beard.
There was a magnanimous, I think, as well.
Yeah.
He just started detaching freaking at
Yeah.
Carrick's gonna walk in and be like,
so much,
so
Tilde.
glad I'm not a real wizard.
Right, Tilde.
Yes.
I appreciate that the response has to come from Stenhouse.
Yeah, there's actually quite the period of silence. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that you have cast a spell, it has arrived, you can feel it, you think it would have failed. Because how long do you wait before you guys start walking along? Are you going to do this as you're walking?
Yeah, we're walking now.
We're
We're
walking?
right, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we're walking.
You guys are nearly at the wizard's place before you get a reply.
It's just been on hold this whole time. Open receiver.
He's in a lot of meetings.
Well,
I'm
and
actually imagining
Stenhouse
it
himself
there.
has to talk to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also imagining.
We're gonna get say again.
I was just imagining it very
one
short.
more time.
Like, so long.
Tilde, you then, as you're sort of crossing over the bridge of the river, you get a reply from Stenhouse in your mind. Please deliver directly to Wyndon. Can you confirm any military survivors?
Cassie, what do you know of the survivors who are with your brother?
Nothing right now, just that my brother is there and that feasibly some of the crew may be alive.
Do you know if there was any military members
not.
there? All right.
Well, they can always ask this Gareth again.
The magnesium, right?
That's an element in
No,
Gifton.
no.
No fire,
The
water, earth, air. Those are elements.
heart.
It's things that you've used to make things burn hotter.
Like wood.
Corvus, that's sad.
When we get back to the Vardo, Corvus, I can show you that great book that Tilde gave me that I've been referring to.
That is right. I was wanting to reference that to see if there's anything that I can help.
I'm learning so much. Did you know that you vomit for like the first 3 weeks?
A morning sickness.
Yeah, the sad times.
I hear that you may defecate yourself as well.
Oh yeah, book. I got that book you wanted.
Oh, great.
Can you hold on to it?
Well, yeah, it's in my bag right now. I'm not pulling it out.
Cool.
I was kind of hoping you was already gonna have like.
You know,
Like,
husband, after
marks
today,
on
I
it.
expect you to wear your ring when we go out.
But I thought we were doing the example and
I can't ride Dingus very soon, sweetie.
Ah, right. Yes.
Do
Okay.
you want me to have to try and balance on the saddle?
No. Oh gods, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Ring.
mean, it's not like you guys need to set an example until the kids are out.
True.
Yes.
And Ker's face goes sort of, his hair goes far away again, as that makes him remember exactly what Rick Bill was saying.
He stopped at 10.
Is there a concern?
We've been informed that we're having more than one.
Ah, 2. Excellent.
A lot more than one.
3.
Closer to the ballpark of 10.
I see. Congratulations.
Like, ballpark is in. Might be less than that or more.
At least
How many children does a brownie?
one, Corvus.
How the hell did you manage that?
Twins are considered a handful.
We practiced a little too hard.
That doesn't necessarily go hand in hand.
Look,
No, that's
even
not.
with-
Hands are usually not involved in that
Look,
part.
even with weird genetics, I'm pretty sure more fucking doesn't equal more kids. There'd be a lot of people who'd have a lot more kids.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think a Fae has ever gotten a blessing from a god before.
It appears
let alone
you truly
two.
are blessed.
That is the issue, wouldn't it be?
So,
I mean, it's not like any brownies I've ever heard of have ever gone to a Myuri temple.
You and Kea got a blessing from her.
Yeah, you were there.
We all did.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't.
we got the
Not that one.
special one for having safe
extra one.
pregnancies.
Right.
And Fae don't normally get blessed by goddesses, so I'm pretty sure it didn't know what to do.
And
I mean, isn't that
you guys
kinda
are
like
now
an angel?
outside the wizard's house.
What does that
Angel
sign
might
say?
be,
Isn't that like
it's doing exactly what it's supposed to.
isn't that like an angel being blessed by an
God.
angel from one god being blessed by
And
another
also
god?
me and
Is that
Kara
like-
both got the blessing, so that maybe like multiplied it. I don't know. But anyway, here we are.
And Cass is just
I come in.
I have
Cass is
so
going to
many
just
questions,
open the
Captain.
door and trot in.
So do I.
Oh, lady Stillshod.
Hello.
That. Oh, you have a Fae.
Oh, you have a mage.
It would be
What?
more accurate to say that they are not.
Oh, this is one of those metal
I mean,
men that's been the
technically-
talk of the town. Hello.
I mean, technically, you have a mage too gifted.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, you have 2.
we need another message or 2 sent.
Oh, of course, I have the reserves for that, and you've paid handsomely. What is it?
The first message is to let him know that we are going to attempt a rescue tomorrow.
Hang on.
And
Go ahead and write it down. And he's actually moving past you, Cass.
Okay.
There's more interesting things in this room.
And he's sort of gesturing towards a desk that has quills and paper on it. To you. And
What's that?
he's gesturing towards a desk to you that has quills and paper on it. And he stalks right up to you, Carrick.
As he
Yes.
should.
And immediately he's reaching out and putting on your air quote cloak. What's this? Magical item or no?
Please, please don't pull on that. That
It's
is-
attached to you.
yes.
You're a not full dragon, no?
No.
No. How much would you say?
Let's see. Dad's dad. Well, dad's mother. So half, quarter,
His great
Like an
grandmother
eighth?
was a dragon.
eighth. I think that number would be.
A bit watered down, but you are showing it quite well, so I'll give you 10 gold pieces for a quart of your blood.
Turn over. Look at our doctor. blood do we have?
More than that. It's a lot, so.
Like, a lot more?
I mean, that's pretty good. The most of the other people want to take your blood didn't offer to pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually asking one of them. This is the worst part.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it directly, but yeah.
I mean, you can.
Hey,
Depending
I can't
on
about that much.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but court is not. I mean,
It's about a pint and a half.
it's a yeah. So, I mean, do you have what?
Ali?
Hmm?
What time is it now?
Right now,
morning, still,
it's
isn't it?
still early morning. Yeah, you guys have been doing some real quick go-abouts. I'd actually say more towards afternoon now, considering you guys had to split up and get back
you're in
together.
So much
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, Karak, not that I particularly knows this for any particular reason, but generally speaking, you can say that
Why do you want
You-
his blood?
have about
Magical reagents.
5 to 6
Oh, okay.
liters, and a pint is about half of that, or 1 liter. So that's not a whole lot.
Oh,
It's
it's
safe.
nothing. It's nothing dangerous. No, I wouldn't ask for a dangerous amount.
Yeah, it's safe. You get
I
it
can
back
heal
if
you
you eat
after
a
you get cut.
cookie.
Out of character.
Or a
because
muffin.
I've already lost track. How much did you say?
A quart.
A quart.
A
No, how
quart.
much gold?
Oh,
That's right.
10 gold.
Okay, so first message.
Okay, so that's what you scribbled down?
Yep, 23 words.
Since obviously it's been a moment, I was going to actually say I'm going to kind of look around. What is actually in this place? Just so I have an idea before I go further.
Corvus is also doing that.
Right. Okay, both of you give me investigation checks, please.
I'll ask specifically. I was actually looking to see if there's like scrolls sitting
You
around or
managed to
anything. but-
successfully scry on Cassie's brother. Can you describe what he currently looks like?
Oh, yes. Very much like her.
He is half horse.
Humanoid torso, horse-like body. He's not wearing
Short
much.
hair, cropped hair,
Oh, very cropped hair.
very cropped.
like-
Is it black, brown?
Shaved here. He sort of runs his hands along the side of his own head. Very short up here. I think it was brown, but he's very dirty, I have to say.
Oh, okay. Does
Shall
he
we
have any
hose him down
scars
with-
or distinguishing
Oh,
marks?
many scars. He's got lots of faded ones on his torso, a few on his flank. One that looks like a very fresh wound on his right flank. Would that be familiar to you?
Not to me, but that's very helpful. I need to scry on him so I can open the trees to get through to him.
And he actually looks a little upset, and he's sort of looking over at you, Cass, as you're coming over with a piece of paper. But my service is not good enough.
No, your services were excellent. It's just
Oh, can you teleport?
we need her to be able
Oh,
to
no.
see
Oh.
where he is in order for us to get to him.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're not replacing my scrying services just by happenstance of well.
No,
Okay.
no.
No.
If nothing else, I will.
She
be
needs me
putting
to
him-
open the gateway between the trees so that way I can open up a tree where he's at. He can walk through the
Oh.
tunnel and come through to here.
Would description of the tree help?
No, I have to see the tree.
Ah, okay.
I need to scry where he's at so I can see the tree. That's all I need is if he can get by a tree, I can see it, and then I can get Cassie to the tree.
Does he have to hug the tree?
Corvus and Carrick, looking around, you see a lot of stuff that, especially to you, Carrick, is very clearly just for show. Things that look like magical talismans or mystical sigils and such, which are complete and utter nonsense. But you do see what looks like to be a few authentic scrolls sitting on a shelf. There are a couple of magic books that look like they might actually be proper texts. It's just there's a whole lot of fluff around them.
How much is your sending service? I can't cast that spell.
Oh, I tend to charge 100 gold pieces for ascending.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm gonna probably take advantage of that, and Gifton's going to go. Cassie,
Cass
can I
stops
roll
and
the spell
looks
after
at
you?
him.
I did say you would have plenty of my services for what you paid.
Yeah.
You didn't exactly ask the price.
No, he said 500.
I think he might.
Oh, yes, he probably did.
Yes, he did, and that's why Cass is looking at him now.
He might be dropping his price because he's
no,
hoping.
no, his statement is staying there.
Yep.
No, I mean,
I'm
saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to fiddle around, pull out 20 plat, and then I'm going to go, Cassie, when you're done, I want to write something.
And then this is going to be the second message.
My count was, I think he may have dropped his price because he's hoping that someone will agree to give his plot.
Out of curiosity, did you see others around while you were scrying?
Nothing immediately next to him. Okay, so 2 sendings. Well, no, you've covered that price. I will have to start consuming higher magics to send these.
Did it? Since someone actually mentioned it, did the sign say his name?
The sign did not say his name. The sign said Magnanimous Magic.
Okay. Sir, what is your name? Our dear friend here did not.
It's Garanth.
Graham.
She gifted to L. How do you spell it in that alley? I don't know.
You want me to spell it?
His. Okay. I was going back. I was skipping an A in the middle.
All right. That is what Gift is paying 20 plat for.
Okay. Yep. Certainly, I can do this. Okay.
And then actually, you know what? I'll add another 10 plat to it and go. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, well, this is very appreciated. Okay. Right. Am I?
And thank you for the detailed description. That's very helpful for what I'm going to do. I would hate to have to spend a lot of extra scries trying to figure out where he was.
She has an item that I believe belonged to him that might help. Although if you're asking him to open up anyway, this shouldn't be an issue. Right. Am I doing these in any particular order? I assume the also becomes after the first. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What about hers?
Mine can be last.
Comes after.
Okay.
Last, please.
I guess, sir, the question is how long does it take
All right. While he's doing this,
How
I'm
long does what
casting
take?
Scry.
to blood?
Oh. Let's see. Quarter blood should take. Method. Oh, if we get you having sitting for about 20 minutes.
You know, maybe if I'm missing all this blood, Mom will go easy on me.
Yeah, just go ahead and do that. Blood donation.
Yes, I can do that for you, sir. Is
okay.
this question
All right.
also, do you have any? You can see you've got some scrolls around. Any
Blood?
scrolls of
yes.
detect magic
Scrolls. Detect
that I
magic?
could purchase?
I think. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place right now. Am I doing the blood or the sendings or the scrolls?
I can do the blood if needed.
You can?
He's a doctor.
Yes.
Oh, well, marvelous. Equipment's in the back room.
All right. Come.
All right, you two handle the blood. I've got to concentrate on the scry really quick. You're going to be sending.
You may want to wait on the scries. I can ask him to open up. Accept it.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
Did you want me to mention that he should open up to the one happening now? She says, looking at Cass.
Yes.
Okay, we can set that. We can put that onto the second message. It's not too long. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we can put that on. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he sort of moves off, and you see him
How
starting.
great is it? There's professional mages you can hire. That's so awesome.
Start spell casting.
I love Delta.
Oh, don't worry. You see, I will click on this because there is very tempting as it starts. After a moment, to suddenly cast silent image and just start yelling, "It's everywhere! Why is the blood everywhere?"
Which Corvus out back is a chair with a rather large needle attached to a tube.
Yeah, what?
Into
Large needle is appropriate.
Yes,
And vaguely rusty.
And
actually, it looks clean, and in fact looks heat burned.
Yeah.
Just in case.
As if his method of cleaning is to go, fire.
Just in case. Still doing that.
Okay.
That takes all the.
Corvus, I would like a medicine check from you.
Is
I'm
magic
going.
clean?
Can I assist?
Magic is clean.
No.
No, I can. I mean, that's right. I technically have.
He shoves a bottle of water to you, drinks that.
As this is
it will
being done to
inflate-
you, Carrick, I'm not going to let you help.
Okay.
Drink that, it will inflate your blood vessels.
Okay. I was actually doing it hopefully to give you advantage because I don't want to bleed out.
I don't want to happen badly.
Also, bite onto this. It's a big needle.
I'm the wording there. What are you actually handing me? Because when you said bite onto this, it's a big needle. My brain went.
It's like the handle of a dagger or something.
Okay, so Carrick flinches in pain, flinging his head about. The dagger shoots out at Corvus. They both lie bleeding.
I'm pretty
yes,
sure.
medicine check from you.
So.
I do have a medical kit, so do I get advantage on this?
Not from medical kit, no.
Okay. Plus 15.
Okay, very nice. It definitely hurts because great big old needles. But he gets it in safely. It actually hits right the right spot. And soon enough, you're able to get the blood flowing through the tubing. It's not at a particularly rapid rate, because that would be immensely dangerous.
It's
There's
fine.
probably
Just put a pump to it.
a release valve next to the needle.
Drip.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say these fell someplace else. Just like, this is how we make it go
and
faster.
after a minute or so, as he's doing multiple sendings and waiting on replies, he comes back over. Okay, so yes, there are survivors. A couple of other centaurs and 2 military men, one being the captain. Apparently, a few injuries, broken limbs. They're worried about sepsis right now.
Okay.
Someone
And I
disease.
look over at Tilde.
Oh, and he will be waiting by a tree.
Oh, good. All right, and he's gonna open up.
Yep,
'Cause,
he is
I
all
cast.
open right now. I assume.
Alright,
I told
so-
him to.
All right, I'm casting.
You're casting sending. Not sending, scrying.
Scrying.
Okay. And you see him instantly.
Oh.
As if he wants to be observed.
Is he by a tree?
He is by a very, very tall, very thick tree with these strange fronds on it. The tree itself is strangely textured compared to other trees you've
Oh,
seen.
that is the weirdest looking tree I have ever seen.
And
Also, your brother looks very tall.
and he is also very naked right now. And actually
Oh
looks
my.
he looks sunburned as well.
Gifton is turning colors.
He's a centaur, Gifton.
Oh, but those muscles though, he is ripped as fuck.
Okay,
Yeah,
chest
yeah,
naked.
Gifton's ears are turning bright red.
But yes, there he is. He seems to be sort of milling about as if not entirely unsure of what he's doing. He's just been told what to do.
Okay. Well, I've got him. So good. All right.
Your arm's not getting cold, is it, Kak?
We're ready to go.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. You have all the blood yet?
Keep opening and clenching your fist.
Okay.
Couple more minutes, Gifton.
Okay.
All right, and let's do this. And you see him actually waving his hands over a couple of boxes and what look to be just small little wooden mugs. And it's like, right, you're done in there?
Not yet.
Oh, but we'll wait outside.
Oh, no, please, I've made plenty of this. And he actually holds up the box and you see a pile of cookies in it.
Its eyes are plates.
Not put the
She
Please,
looks
Heat on
over
your
at
eyes.
her, like,
help yourself. It's making them for your friend. You should eat after the blood drawing. It's not good to go about. I don't
How
want to.
often do you do this? You have a very well established.
Oh, very often. I've got a couple of regular tieflings that I pay when they need some money. Blood's good for such. Don't get many half dragons in, this is a rare treat.
It sounds like it's a much nicer setup than the one I did when I gave blood.
Oh, where did you? Fey blood.
Yeah, that's really
You're
awkward.
You
going
have
to need
blood?
a smaller. You're going to need a smaller needle for that.
Oh, no, I'm not done on that apparatus. It's way too rough.
Oh, I would so love to have some of your blood. I didn't realize they had blood. I assumed they were made of, effervescence and light and just stuff.
No, that's only when we die.
You're a
That's why you can't get any. You have to get it from us when we're alive.
They are a living creature. Of course, they have blood.
Well, there's a lot of
But
debate
not
about
all
that,
living
but
creatures. I mean, sometimes, like elementals and stuff like that don't have blood, but they're alive.
exactly.
Telday doesn't have blood.
And soon enough, you have a quart of blood there, Corvus.
Was there
Okay.
anything further I needed to inform the general of, aside
Yeah.
from the military members?
He'll get gauze and wrapping out, pull out needle, press and hold here, and go have a cookie.
Let him know we're heading back to Wintercroft from Wyndon right now, and we love him. You tell him that part's from me.
Certainly. I shall definitely
Maybe
do that.
mention that the captain's alive?
Yeah, tell him the captain's alive, and the people.
Affirmative. I will send the message now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Magnificent, Magnanimous Mage, Grumpf. Did they sound like it was kind of urgent? Any of the medical things going on?
Oh, I suppose. I mean, sepsis isn't good, is it?
No, it's not. It's very rapid.
Oh.
So, what's another day? How long have you been out there?
A death of maybe one or two people, if it's very well advanced.
But the thing is even if we go now, we won't be able to bring him back.
Yes, we could get the medical attention though. All right, Corvus, new plan.
I'm going through a tree.
No, you are, but you are going to take us back to Wintercroft.
Oh. No, honey.
Corvus can't go someplace he hasn't seen.
We are not. No, and he's actually going to step. Kay's going to step over to you, Gifton, and sort of place his hands on your belly. We're not going through that thing.
No,
Okay.
I am not going through that thing. He's taking everyone else there. He
Okay.
comes back up here and he gets us, and we'll take him and Cassie. Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure you should not come?
If you want to, but we need to get Carrick at least back. Maybe RG.
So
Get the-
I am taking Carrick and RG and Telday back to Wintercroft, and you are staying here.
Telday can come help us if he wants. That's fine. But I think at least somebody should go with Carrick and watch him for the night. Carrick, could you be okay with having RG watch you and tell you?
Yes. Grumph, did you have a scroll of that I could buy before we?
Oh, yes, the scroll. The scroll, 1 second. And he moves over to the shelves that look like they actually hold proper scrolls rather than these very clean decorative ones that have like blue glitter on them and such. And he starts rifling through them. Unravels a couple, looks them over, winds them back up, unravels one, sort of darts back fearfully as he quickly rolls it back up. And then finally he looks over a scroll and goes, aha, yes, here. Scroll ascending. This will be... And then he sort of looks between Cass and Gifton.
Detect magic, not sending.
Detect... Oh, God. And he puts it back.
I was sure if that was a player, a GM mess up.
And
or-
he looks over one of the scrolls he'd already rolled back up, double checks it. Right, detect magic. Yes, okay. This will be a compliment of the house.
Thank you. Then do not. I will say. Let's say a trade for the blood.
Oh, that works for me. Okay, yes.
Yeah, I got my scroll. Okay.
Anything else that I may do for you? Although I will say I am running quite low on the magics today.
I don't think anything today. The High General Stenhouse might be in contact with you.
What?
About that location of that missing airship
Oh.
that you helped discover.
No,
That was
what?
quite important magic that you did.
No. I don't like visits from the military.
Well, I don't know if he'll actually be contacting you.
Apologies,
I already let him know that I'm going to be teleporting out to go get those people. So, but you're the only person we know in Winden, so goodbye.
Farewell.
Thank you.
I'm Gifton, by the way.
A pleasure to meet you, Gifton. And please, if any of you want to give blood, I'm sure I can find. No, not the elf. Well,
I'm
half elf.
pregnant right now. Can't do that. Sorry.
What about the other one? No.
He's a husband.
But you, the half, you at least you must come back.
I will try to, sir.
Oh, please do. It's very, very hard to find.
Not mentioning the second one.
There was one in the town.
What, the priestess?
Yeah, that's the one.
No, that was out of character.
Oh, that was out of character.
Casper happened to go. She's gone.
I'm flying over to the Illan Temple. Let's me and whoever's not going with Corvus are gonna wait at the Illan Temple.
Okay, I'm still a little confused of who's going where.
All right, Corvus, you are going to take Carrick and RG back to Wintercroft. All right,
Okay.
and then you're gonna come back up here, and I'm going to take you
Until
to you and Telde and Cassie to see Cassie's brother and the injured people, because I've used a lot of magic, but Telde might have some healing abilities left that could help supplement what you're going to be doing to treat the sepsis. Okay. So we will manage the wounded until morning, when I can port them back to here, and then we can port back to Wintercroft. I'm sorry, Carrick, you're gonna have to stay in Wintercroft one more night.
I think.
Can you make sure to watch after Dazzle for me? And Dingus, do you want to go back with Dazzle?
There is actually a very conflicted look on Dingus's face as he sort of stares at you with those sort of swirling eyes. Me?
It's okay if you want to stay with Mommy, but you know, Dazzle needs to be kept warm and protected and lots of food.
Meep, 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 meep. And you're getting flashes of you come home.
I will tomorrow be back, but Care can take care of me for one night, okay?
Dingus looks doubtfully at Care.
Carrick's mother may be able to provide you with multiple forms of sustenance.
Meep, meep.
Bacon? You want bacon?
Eggs.
Dingus,
He actually sort of lowers his head a little bit, and you get that sort of flash of Gifton above food.
Oh, Gifton has emotions on her face, and she hugs Dingus. Oh.
Dingus sort of wraps his neck around you briefly before he puts himself up a bit. He pushes his torso higher, as if to tower over Care a bit, looking down at him.
Meep, 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 meep.
And there is a very, very forceful meep, meep.
You gotta make sure your babies
she'll
are
be
safe,
fine.
okay?
You go take care of Dazzle. And Care sort of reaches up and pats the side of Dingus's neck, who huffs a bit before he looks towards Carrick.
You make sure that Dingus doesn't see anything bad in the bad place, okay?
Okay.
No talking when you have Dingus.
Okay.
Dingus, if Carrick starts to turn around when you're in the scary tunnel, you bite him.
Dingus' tail flicks up, showing off the stinger.
Wait.
Yeah, that's a sleep spell. That's a bad plan.
Maybe not that way.
Why when Dingus does that do I hear the shing sound?
All right, I'm gonna look over at Kara and be like, "So you're gonna be my big strong husband today?"
Okay, right. And he starts digging in his pockets.
You can wait. You can wait.
Right, Dingus actually slurps your face, Gifton. Which,
Aw.
honestly, with his scout is he slurps you.
Yeah.
And then he sort of hops over to Carrick, starts clambering up Carrick's body.
Oh, he does it the proper way where he just starts hooking in
Yeah.
and poke.
Yeah,
poke,
he does not flap up, he
flap
climbs.
No, he climbs.
Thank God for
Self-mending clothes.
slight skill now.
And soon enough, Carrick, you have a Dingus perched on your shoulder.
Gonna pet his head a little bit.
All right, Corvus, take him away. We'll meet you at the Villain Temple, okay?
Yes, I'll be back here, hopefully.
All right. I'm
Archie,
gonna go in the Villain
don't
Temple.
turn around. Any noises you hear, keep straight ahead and do as Carrick and I do.
Try not to think about the event, RG.
Well, now I'm just gonna think because you told me not to.
Draws rapier. Slice.
Okay. He slice. You let Carrick and Ardy step through first.
Yep.
Okay.
Be back in a bit.
Right. The three of you step into the empty. And immediately there's that familiar feeling of being watched, of strange stillness and yet the presence around you.
So in my defense, none of this is familiar.
Oh yeah, RG, this is not comfortable in the slightest. It's like every hair on the back of your neck is standing on end. Every little primal fear of the dark and of things stalking you in the woods is here, overbearing.
They're just going to get a grim look and start moving.
And all you hear is "Welcome back, lunch."
And as
That's
you...
my Corvus right now.
Corvus, your destination, you can see that point not too far ahead. It seems a lot closer than it normally is.
That signpost up ahead.
Yes, the signpost that says "This way to safety." And as you head towards it, all of you can hear. Turn.
Keep ahead.
Just gonna go next time. Right as we step.
Right, and you reach the point, Corvus.
We'll go between the two and slice.
Okay, you slice open, and RG, Carrick, there is the exit.
Gonna step out.
Stepping through.
Right, you step on through, and
And
Corvus, you
as I
follow.
step out next
Yep.
time.
Next up. Right, you step on
Oh,
through,
no, don't make
and
that
the
promise.
tear stills up behind you, and you are safely back in Wintercroft.
All right. I got to get some things from the Valdo, but you all have a good rest of your day, I suppose.
I'm going to. The Vardo is basically right outside the tavern,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna go
Hide
change
in there for the
into
rest of the
my-
day.
No, I'm gonna go grab the glamour weave that I keep in there because it's appropriate as opposed to what I'm wearing right now.
How dare you?
Hey,
oh my God,
one, this
two
isn't my
people who have been
size.
constantly buying rounds for everybody isn't going to be at the bar tonight. Everyone's going to be so disappointed.
Don't worry, I'm probably gonna be put to work.
Yeah. That doesn't help them get rounds.
No, it doesn't. But I'm feeling bad about being put to work because I'm probably gonna be for a while. Yeah, I gotta change into out of the clothes till they lent me, and
Oh, you don't want to
put on
run around as wearing the fool's costume anymore.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm guessing it probably didn't fit me very well either.
No.
Because, yeah. So swapping to the glamour weave and making a quick prayer to Hea, keep it safe,
Right.
and
And
Protect
walking
me
in.
from my butcher.
and then you're walking.
You'll understand.
Immediately, you're assailed not by just your mother, but by
And that is my cue out of here.
a girlfriend that was very
Goodbye.
worried as well about where you'd gone.
And they
But
just see
no.
Corvus disappear into reality.
Yeah, and goodbye, Corvus,
God.
as you return to Winden.
I would have made sure that wasn't the They didn't see that.
Yes, I imagine Corvus wouldn't actually do that in front of them, would you?
No.
But yes, Corvus returns, and Carrick, you're not having a good time. RG, whether you like this kind of entertainment or not, you might be having a good time. Who knows? But the rest of you can start making your way to the Inn Temple. Gifton, Care puts on his ring, and you actually find yourself quickly scooped up in one hand, and his arm sort of rests against his chest, keeping you held there gently. Just cupped in his hand.
We're going to come up with like 9 more names.
Oh, God. At least 9 more names.
Don't say it like that.
That's what, like Rickfield did?
Yes, I sure do love my brother who can see things.
You feel like there is a silent...
I do love him. That wasn't sarcasm, but I'm a little irritated at the at least number.
And
I am saying that.
and you all walk towards the Inn Temple. Corvus, what exactly were you collecting?
Just some spare medical bags and his 2 remaining potions of antitoxin.
Okay, in that case, you will actually be at the Inn Temple if that's where you're going directly before them. And about 10 minutes after you arrive there, you see them coming down the street.
Everything all ready? Hello.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just ask him if we can use the tree real quick. I like to use the one in the corner over by the really pretty orchid flowers. I like that one.
And we're all coming back to here today or tomorrow?
Morning, I'm going to open up a gate to here to bring them all through, and then we will go to Wintercroft from here. Okay?
Right. You are coming with us.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Not-
hope that's okay.
Yes, it's fine. I was just...
Yes, don't want to abandon you there, and I don't think they'd appreciate travelling through the scary realm to get home.
Yeah, I figured this was the best route, and also my brother probably didn't want to go through the scary realm either, and I figured he'd rather go the same route I do. I say, glancing up at nothing in particular.
Rickville over Care's other shoulder is confused.
It's not that scary, and it's understanding. That's all it is. It's as long as you understand its rules, it's not scary.
It makes me sick.
I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's not okay. But okay, I'm gonna open up this gate. Is the priest there?
You don't see him here.
Okay.
It's really weird seeing like a wolf hovering over him, though.
It's entirely possible he's in his temple.
I thought we were we're outside the Inn Temple.
Yes.
We're outside.
Okay. I'm going to say a brief prayer. Ellen, thank you for this bountiful tree of which I am going to abuse.
You may be giving it immense pleasure.
She's like, enter me.
Answer me. All right, and I
You
will,
are a fake creature.
All right, but anyway, I'm casting transport via plants, and I am choosing that palm tree and shooting us through.
Okay. Right. You open up the thing, and everyone runs on through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm riding Care, but
Yep. And soon enough, you all step through the palm tree.
You're supposed to do that in your bedroom.
You step onto very fine sand. In fact, finer than any sand you've ever encountered before. Most of the beaches around Paras are rather craggy, rocky affairs. And it is hot. It's very hot, actually.
Oh, I didn't get a cookie. Gifted laments suddenly.
Anyone that did grab a cookie, they were so fucking bland.
They were the magic create cookies.
Yep.
I am sad because this is probably the only time I'm going to get cookies for a long time now, and they were bad.
You got the sawdust cookie.
Gifton is going to commiserate herself by casting Goodberry in freaking Care's hand, and there's going to be 10 berries. And she's going to sit there and start eating one.
And you hear Cass?
Cass is going to turn and look.
And your brother's standing there, staring at you in quite a bit of shock. He's been told he'd been arriving, but for it to actually happen...
Also in the buff.
Yes, he is completely naked.
Gibson is totally staring while chewing
And
on the
as you hug him, you feel one of his arms sort of come round to embrace you, even as he tenses and lets out a soft hiss in pain.
And Cass is going to stop, back up, look.
Broken ribs.
Don't worry, they heal back.
Yes, I'm aware. I didn't expect to see you all so soon, or in fact at all. I kind of thought the sun was getting to me.
We heard sepsis, so timetables got moved up.
Who is the worst off?
Yeah, follow me. And
Talday, focus on those who are the worst. I will take care of the others.
Of course.
And he leads you a short distance away. Even looking around now, you can tell this isn't a large island, maybe a quarter-mile across. Yeah. But you can see what looks to be not the entirety of the missing ship. In fact, a very small part of it, but enough that it's embedded in sand and seems to be made into a crude shelter, at least against the wind.
You want one of my berries?
A berry? What? A fake creature? Magical berry?
Yeah, magical
nourishing.
berry. It'll make you full.
Please, yes.
Here, I'll make berries.
And
I'm gonna make a lot of berries.
and he will happily take one of those of you. And
I'm making there's a stack of 20 now.
Yeah, seems to already know what this is, and he downs it eagerly, and a sort of look of relief starts to cross his face.
I can make more of these. Does anybody else need berries?
I'm sure they'd all be thankful. Cass, you remember Marsus? And Cass, as far as you remember, Marsus was a tiny little foal who was always sort of running around trying to hit people with a wooden sword.
No, that's adorable.
But this was a long time ago.
Yeah. Vaguely, I remember a very rambunctious foal.
Not so much a foal anymore, but he took a steel rod through his side, and we tried to treat it, but he's not doing well. He's not doing well at all. We're not doctors.
Never fear, we brought magical healing and a doctor.
Is the rod still in him?
No.
That's okay. Talday, we need to go to him. Where is this?
And he
Maris.
He leads you around the side of this wreckage, and immediately you see other figures. There is a young centaur in his, teens to / young adult, as far as you can tell, who is sweating profusely, laying down, seems to be unconscious, and definitely does not look good. An older centaur, a woman, actually looks a little bit older than Cass. Her stark red hair sort of braided back, although that is definitely fraying. Who just seems to be leaning against the wall, watching over Marsus. And there is a young human, brown-haired, short, cropped, in military fashion, and he does seem to be wearing the remnants of a military uniform. The jacket's gone, but you recognise the pants, the sort of belt buckling. And then a older man, grey-haired, who is still wearing his full uniform, captain's jacket, who just seems to be, his eyes are darting about, doesn't even seem to acknowledge you coming over.
And Cass is going.
Marsus here needs the most treatment. Broken leg. He points at the young human. She's got a fractured arm, and the centaur the centaur woman looks at you, Cass, and waves her clearly still good arm, as if don't worry about it. And him, something wrong with his head. He says, pointing at the captain, judging by the brink pips.
I heard about the critter. I saw what it did to the town.
Yeah, that was That was a sight.
Corvus, I'm gonna try and help the only way I know how. Okay.
Yes, they probably need nourishment, so the berries are good. Till they help this centaur boy. I'll get the arms and the legs, make sure they're set correctly. I'm not sure. There's a emotions that you've did before. Can you still do that now? Who did that?
I could calm emotions, or I could spend most of the ability on magic.
I'm casting Healing Spirit, so I'm summoning a phantasmal spirit creature that will heal one target per round.
Okay. So you summon up this creature, and it starts to go around, starting to heal. Telde, you starting to set in healing as well?
I will start this way.
But I am erring on the side of anything that looks like Corvus needs to look at first. I don't know why it's not working.
Telde, if you could calm his emotions, this is the captain's, he may be more suitable for treatment after that.
Calming emotions is a ranged area. It is not a singular creature.
Then do that to the people here so they feel safer. Calm, safer and secure.
It might be better to spend our magic on actually
We're not
doing
children, sir. The young man says, sort of clutching his leg as he feels it starting to do that very strange stitching.
Make sure that you hold those straight for me, Corvus. This is really hard. I'm using a weird. This is new.
Yes, you are not children, but uncooperative patients make for bad treatments.
The only one that might be uncooperative is the captain. He says, sort of glancing over at the captain, who is.
I don't understand magic. Whatever he does is what he does. I just need him calmer. And he will straighten out the.
Yeah, you straighten out the bone.
Soldier's
like that, so I can,
bone leg. Yeah.
Yeah, straighten that out, and then I'll set the healing spirit at it.
And the young man grits his teeth as you straighten out his leg, and between Telde sort of passively, well, not passive, actively mass healing, it starts to clearly stitch up. Even the one laying down, you see a few wounds, especially with the one in his side, starting to stitch, although he still seems pallid, sweaty, as if this isn't taking care of the infection itself.
Care, bring me closer to that guy.
And Care will carry you over to him and sort of lower you down.
I'll try that.
Okay.
He's still going to need treatment because he's probably very sickly, but I can stop the infection.
You cast Restoration on him, and suddenly his breathing becomes less laboured. His entire condition seems to improve within moments, thanks to the magic of magical healing.
Cheating.
Yes, the cheating.
But I figure everybody here's out of it because of all the bodily problems.
You're moving into cast this on everybody?
Yeah, it's just easier to just cast a wide net, given the fact that that's kind of how it works.
Okay.
Although it'll be focused on that captain.
Those of you in the party, you can either choose to voluntarily fail it, or you can try and resist this if you want.
I resist.
In that case, give me a charisma saving throw.
16 is the DC.
I hope I get it. It's magical, so I get advantage.
Yes. Telde, you feel...
Yeah!
Cass's brother just seems to let it wash over him, and you see him just let out a soft sigh. The centaur seems to resist, although she then promptly fails. The unconscious one doesn't matter. The young soldier tries to resist and succeeds, although you feel this is more out of stubbornness than rather any distress.
This is a saving throw, and we're within the aura of Talday, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're
So you-
within a 20-foot radius of the person.
Yes, which is basically everybody here.
Yeah.
The captain, however, you feel him resisting it, Telday, and then his eyes widen a bit, and he looks at you, and then he looks at the strange creature that is floating about, the little fey spirit of healing. Looks at Gifton and Care themselves, looks at Cass, looks at you again, Telday, and then he screams, "Get away from him!" as he sort of lunges forward towards the young man whose leg you're currently setting and healing.
I will move to stop him.
Okay, when you move towards him, he stops in his tracks and sort of skids back a bit, kicking up sand, and he actually pulls out a pistol. And,
Comport yourself, Captain.
and it is shaking as it is aimed at you, Telday. Who are you?
I am Tilde.
What? The gods?
No.
You're not Elan. Yeah, I'm not going up to you yet.
We're friends of Cassiopeia Steelshod. We informed General Stenhouse that you were located and we're trying to help you. We want to get you back to Winden.
Back to Winden. They can't go back to Winden. We have no ship. They took the ship.
I can teleport us. It'll be okay.
And you see his eyes darting from Telday towards you, Gifton, although he's very much fixed on Telday as the big metal thing close to him is a little concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it's just a barbarian trick. Not a barbarian trick, Captain. They're here to help us. I'm fine, see? They're healing my leg.
We're the survivors from Tarnstead. We warned about the attack on Sudur.
And when you say that, his hand comes up to his temple as if like sort of rubbing it. I think his gun hand, by the way, just sort of rubbing the butt of the gun.
If you remember, if you've heard anything about us, there are fae, there's a centaur, there's a half elf and a wood elf. And a dwarf, but our dwarf died, and now we have Telday.
Yes, times of warning from Tarnstead. Yes, I remember that. And he actually smacks his head a couple of times with the butt of his pistol before his face seems to contort in agony, and it's leveled at Telday again. And he goes, "You sent my men there."
Cass is going to intercede between the two of them.
That is unnecessary. Allow him to continue to aim it at me.
And as you step between them, Cass, his eyes widen a bit, and he actually just drops his gun, and he steps back and goes, No, I saw you die.
Oh, somebody looks like your mom.
And Cass is actually going to kneel down and basically drop herself on top of the gun, and then she's going to pull him into a hug.
As you try to wrap your arms around him, he will fight back, going, No, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh, this is Cassiopeia. She's Serendipity's daughter.
The daughter. I don't remember a daughter. You didn't mention a sister, he says, glancing over at your brother Cass. And never bore mentioning. But that's her.
I'm not. I was never part of the company.
Oh, so you're just another person I've let down.
No, you're not.
I tried to move out the ship, but it was so fast. I tried to get them off, but we were going down, and it pulled us under. There was fire everywhere, and then the water took them.
But you did save some.
The fight's over. They won Sudur. It's okay. It's safe now. We're gonna get you back. Everyone's worried sick about you.
I can't go back. I don't deserve to go back. I lost so many.
It's not about you deserving to go back. You owe it to them to go back. You're alive. Don't dishonor their memories by throwing that away.
Captain, please, it wasn't your fault. The old man says, actually now trying to stand up, a little shaky on his leg, but it's stitched up.
You kept everyone here alive.
No. Who died from their wounds, and I couldn't save them, could I?
You can't save everyone. But you keep who you can alive. And you try to do better with every day after, okay?
And as you speak to him, his face contorts in agony, and
I lost everyone in Tarnstead. I had to watch them cut my people down. Helpless. And I'm still trying. So you damn well better not stop either.
it just...
Is there anything in my toolkit that allows me to knock him out?
Yes, the hammer.
Herbally?
I'll say yes if you give me a medicine check.
I am going to stealth, and then I'm going to come behind him and just
give me a stealth
subdue
roll.
him. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, please. Do not be hostile towards my friends. The hell's Corvus thing? Oh no.
And
could have been worse.
he seems like he's about to break down. His face contorting, his tears streaming down his face when Corvus comes up behind him and
shoves a rack in his mouth.
And actually, syringe. I'll say you actually have to inject him with something.
Sure.
It's not tricky. It's not hard for you with your 27. You sort of catch him in the neck, and he looks momentarily alarmed as he feels pain in his neck, trying to push away from the source before Cass. He basically slumps in your arms.
And Cass is going to flip him over so he's on his back and just...
Was that really necessary?
It's going to go on. Yes.
Please remove his weapons.
I'm sitting on his weapon.
It would be best to remove it.
It'd also be best to check him for anything else.
Yeah, he also has a very, very apparent sword at his side.
Corvus, can you feed him one of these berries? He looks really malnourished.
Yes. Give me that and a rag. Can one of you contact Stenhouse and say that the captain is...
I cannot, no.
I cannot.
Okay.
We will let him know in the morning.
All right, fine. Set him down, Cass. He should be out for several hours.
Gifton starts checking her pockets. I have sending stones. Do I have a sending stone? 1 second. No, I do not. I can contact Captain Denoran. This will not help us.
Fine, we don't really need to tell Stenhouse right now anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't have a direct Stenhouse route.
The young human sort of looks quite sadly towards his now unconscious captain, and lets out a soft sigh. Sorry.
Creeps hard.
We tried to ask him for his weapons early on, but he wouldn't, and it seemed best not to try and take them.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, let us send for you for the night. I won't be able to cast my teleportation spell till the morning. It sounds like we're taking you back to Wyndon. So I've got food and we've got water. I can make fresh water. Do you have fresh water?
We've been drinking from those. He points up at the strange fuzzy balls that you've been told are coconuts.
There's fluid in those?
There's a small amount. We're quite parched, but we've been keeping ourselves going.
Do you have any pots or anything like that? Or containers you're filling
Yes,
with water?
and he actually starts to rummage through what looks to be basically broken crates and such. Looks like some of the supplies that may have washed up with the rest of this wreckage. and he pulls out a couple of little sort of tin bowls.
All right, I'm going to cast Create Water and make 10 gallons of water in that.
Okay, it's unfortunately far more than can be held, but
That's fine. Who cares? You know what I will do after I cast it? I'll use shape water and I'll make it turn to ice and keep it nice and cool and make a sort of big dome of it.
Right, very nice.
It'll only last for an hour, so yeah.
It's slowly.
Yeah, that's not all of it. It's just gonna be.
I'm just telling the others to drink it.
we know
slowly.
it's basic survival, sir.
All right. Just making sure. You broken leg, broken arm. You're okay.
Seems to be good now, sir.
Okay.
And the centaur lady sort of shakes her arm a bit before giving a little nod at you, and she just seems to be eyeing Cassie.
No, I should. The one with the pole through pole was through him.
He seems to be resting, but he seems good now.
Okay. He's just going to give him an antitoxin
Just to make sure.
to be safe.
Yeah. While you're doing that, if you want to give me a medicine check on him as well.
You might want to. Yeah, I was gonna say he probably needs continued care because even though I stopped the infection, it's probably bad for his body.
Yeah, he's definitely weak. Obviously they would have struggled to feed him, get him to drink, and that stuff burning through your body will wreck the hell out of it.
You're probably gonna need to hand feed him a good berry as well.
Rags with blueberries, good berries.
Yeah.
Crush them up and then put them against their lips. It'll sustain them with nourishment, I guess.
All right. Well, I've got 20 of those berries. Go ahead.
Physical
yes.
doctor.
Physical, yes.
Okay, good. All right. If you can watch him, then.
I will certainly do that.
I'm Ensign Vandir.
Ensign Vandir, well, it's good to meet you. Corvus Adalas, medic from Tarnstead Garrison.
Oh, you folks aren't military.
Oh, yeah.
Not anymore. Well,
you are.
Yes, him.
So it's military led effort then. That's, sir, and he actually tends to Eldate and salutes.
That is unnecessary. This is not a military effort, although they have been apprised.
So, they didn't send you?
No.
We came on our own accord for Cass's retrieval of her family and the rest of you.
Yeah, like I said, kid, they weren't going to look for you, the central woman says.
Ooh.
In the military.
They were quite pleased to hear that you were alive.
I would hope so. I'm sure they were. Was it on your coin?
Just gesture towards Cassiopeia.
Oh.
You can thank Cassiopeia.
Oh. Thank you, Cassie.
We wouldn't have even known who to look for. Sorry.
Lady Steelshod was quite adamant.
A lady now.
And Cass is going to turn and look at the rest of the group. Lord, lady.
No.
Lord. I'm gonna thumb jab care behind me. Lord.
Stop trying to summon me.
Carrick, yeah.
I'm already in enough trouble.
Speaking of which, I want to take a nap.
I'm afraid we haven't got much in the way of blankets, but it doesn't exactly get cold here.
I got my bedroll and some things in my bag.
Oh, pick a spot then, I suppose. And Cass,
Cass is looking at the tree line, and she's going to move over to the trees and start ripping trees down and build a shelter.
Yeah, there's very little in the way of an actual tree line.
There's like 5 trees, Cass.
Yeah, there are probably 10 scattered over the island.
Well, then she's going to start grabbing fallen leaves and whatnot. And just...
Well, there's part of the ship that you can maybe.
You have a shelter of sorts here.
Is there any rocky ground here, or is it just?
Nope.
It's sand and tree.
Sand is basically like rock, right?
It's really tiny rock.
Yeah, but it's rock. You're stone shaping, right?
Yes, I would allow.
Yes.
I would allow it.
Alright, so I have 3 uses of stone shape. I want to make a structure. Because
So
Gifton's
Gifton's gonna make a sand castle.
Yeah, Gifton's basically something making a sandcastle that turns into stone, but it's actually big enough with an entry like little thing for people to get inside.
Mhm.
I want a nap. I'm
And
tired
Kath is
now.
just looking at going, that's new.
I told you I can do new things. Kara, I want to sleep. I'm tired. It's a lot of magic.
Okay. You got to sleep, hon.
Okay, I'm gonna go sleep in my stone structure that I
Yeah.
made. I said I'm doing 3 castings of it. I think that might make at least something for people. I don't know. So
Corvus is going to break off some of the ice as well, wrap it up in a cloth, and help with temperature control with the centaur lad.
And you, Cass, you actually see your brother moving over to the older centaur, and he leans into her, and you just hear her going, hear him going, "Cut the attitude." And she just sort of shrugs a bit before he comes back over to you, Cass.
And Cass is just going to look at him. What attitude?
She's being a bit mouthy. She's been all doom and gloom since we landed here.
I could see that being a logical response.
Not when you're trying to get people to survive. Remember, even when you don't think you're going to get rescued, you still hold out for it, right?
Sadly, we spent the better part of a week on the run when we had to survive.
So this is...
So many wolves.
You've had a time of it, huh?
Almost non-stop for the past 6 months. Let's see, there was Tarnstead, the bandits in Southwest Time, the attack on Dolewood.
Fat lot of good leaving us, did you then, huh?
I can shoot lightning out of my body now.
I was worrying you were going to say
learned
"but"
things
there.
about my history and lineage now that make life a lot more interesting. And
Look, I really still don't feel good about you leaving, and that's a lot to work through, but I'm glad to see you all the same.
I left because I didn't like the anger and the rage, and I've learned where that comes from.
Corvus pauses for a moment. What? Nothing. Sorry.
that's news to me.
Hopefully you found a bit more peace in yourself then.
I'll explain it all a little later on with less ears around, but it's something you should know.
Right. Oh, I don't know. Do you remember Salsa? And he says, nodding towards the other centaur.
Do I remember her?
Do you remember her being basically an instructor of sorts, and not a particularly kind one? The "I'm going to smack you until you start learning to block" kind. It wasn't a particularly family friend in the family. Estranged even amongst the still shods, but good at what she did.
I can't. It's been a long time, but I think I still remember the bumps.
Yeah, it's hard to forget those. You've been to. You said you've been to Sador.
Yes.
Are there any more of us?
No.
Gods. Can't be that's all that's left.
When we heard that the ship had gone down, it was initially all hands lost. When I was finally able to make it to Sadur, I got a list of names. And very few showed up as missing. And your name was on there, so I decided to start searching.
What about Mum and Dad? How were they listed?
Cass is going to pull the Orlon symbol and hand it to Cirrus.
Yeah, he takes it in his hand, and then he grips it far too tightly, metal digging into skin. As you see him grit his teeth. Damn it.
Unfortunately, the company is also, from what I understand, is being dissolved as we speak.
Oh, yeah, I suppose if we're all dead. But no, we're not. I'm here.
Yeah, but they're the nobles who placed investments are reclaiming everything.
Then I can go back and I can organise that properly. Can't stop them from taking what they deserve, but maybe I can salvage something from this.
You tell me how much you need.
I don't know. I never looked at the ledgers.
No, when you do find out, you tell me how much you need.
No, I'll sort it, sister.
Don't you see all the gold chains hanging off of her?
You left. It's not your responsibility. And you don't think he intended it, but there is a little bit of an accusatory tone in his voice when he says that.
I might not be part of the company, but I'm still part of the family, and I'm dealing with family stuff.
Family? It's just us now.
And Cass is going to go, come with me.
And he will follow along with you.
And once Cass knows she's out of earshot, I don't know how much. I know Mom never told me, and I don't know if she ever told you. But I found out I'm not full centaur.
He quirks an eyebrow a bit and sort of looks you over.
Yeah, that's a centaur, but
She made a deal with a very powerful being.
What kind of powerful being?
An archangel.
Cass, give me an insight check. His face flickers. There's this sort of turn of emotion on it of confusion, slight widening of eyes, and then you can tell he's thinking very fiercely. Archangel.
And she's out there somewhere. I don't know where right now.
What's its name?
Her name is Michael.
Cool. Right.
Though, if my hopes are right, she may be meeting us in Dolpwood before we head down south.
What was the last thing Mum said? As the ship was going down, as we were going into the water, she held out for Michael.
Unfortunately, Michael wouldn't have been able to help her at that time.
She was just yelling for one of the crew.
No. There's situations that I don't want to get you involved in unless you really want to be involved. And the less you know, the safer you are. But Michael is a very powerful being, and because of her is where my rage came from.
You sure about that?
You haven't met Michael.
But I've met you. You've been throwing temper tantrums since you were little.
Oh, I still throw tantrums. Only they're a lot more devastating now.
They were devastating enough back then.
On the wind, she shoots lightning out of her butt.
There's lightning involved now.
Huh.
A thin metal pole extends next to Cass to see if it just gets a spark of electricity.
Actually, it's really bad when that was mentioned. I was expecting a.
So, like the old stories about Mum and the powers from that and the sort of air quotes magic item she lost.
And Cass is going to tap the sword at her side. I ended up rescuing Michael.
So not taking Cass.
It is. You'd be surprised how long it took me to finally come to grasp with it.
Well, I suppose. This is. Do you mind if I just go sit down for a bit?
Yeah. Also.
Really nice shelter.
And she's going to walk him back. When you're all said and done, you're welcome to come with us down to where we're going.
I think I'll pass. I don't want to move down there and then have you run off again.
I am going. That place is going to be where I'm going to be living for at least the next year, and it's going to be where I return to.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
But we need people who are excellent fighters, because it's going to be right on the border.
The southern? The southern border?
Yes.
After what happened to you and what happened to us, you're sitting up near the barbarians?
Yeah, not the...
We're going after Scrim at a point.
Well, maybe something for me to consider then. That might be something for me to consider then.
There is another situation that I'll explain later.
We'll talk more later if you if you stick around.
Well, I'm building the town, so...
I don't mean the town. And he just sort of walks off, heading over towards the other side of the wreckage.
I see.
You didn't just leave Mom and Pop. You left your brother.
And Cass is going to walk off down the beach.
Okay.
And try to drown herself again.
Yep, Telda, Corvus, you see Cass heading off. Care looks a little concerned, but...
Corvus is just busying himself making the rounds.
Care sort of moves over to you, Telda, and goes, think she's best left alone, or...?
Most likely.
Yeah. If she needs to let off some steam, I don't want to be around that.
I do believe it would be lightning.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this is unbearably hot. You know what? And he's did you need me around here for anything?
No, if you would like to be with Gifton, feel free.
Yeah, not if you need us. Gently. And he's gonna sort of go over to the little stone castle, take off his ring, and head on in.
Made a proper building too, but yeah, there's a little tiny stone castle. Which, by the way, I have an ice cube in here that is making this radiate cold.
Right.
Ugh.
Okay.
Pregnant woman does not like.
And
I'm good with the night for me. I'm not doing anything.
you guys basically watch over the survivors here. Back in Wintercroft.
Oh no! I was hoping
yeah.
I would be forgotten.
You're not getting on this, Carrick.
Carrick,
Yes.
there was a lot of yelling at you from two sources. After a while, it died down, and then actually picked back up again when you deigned to move, which was a mistake on your part. But eventually,
I'm gonna interrupt. It was really bad before you said that. I was already trying to click to my stealth roll.
yeah. But
The
eventually,
problem was when you accidentally saw the puppy go to the bathroom on your foot while it was waiting.
but eventually, you find yourself upstairs with some wood filler, and the orders to fix what you have broken.
Can I have to have Cassie look after I'm done to make sure
yes.
it's done right when she's back?
RG, you're treated just fine. It's actually kind of strange seeing the switch from yelling at the character to, talking to you very nicely. And as Carrick is sent off, his mother just shakes her head and goes, "Oh, that boy. RG, dear, I'm sorry you had to see that. Where were you all off to?"
I find it really funny that you're yelling at him instead of me for once.
Oh, makes a pleasant change for you, I suppose. I'm sure I can find something, she says, giving you a half-joking look.
I mean, at this point, I don't need anything. I'll just get up and leave if you started.
Haven't you become the independent woman? And she pats your shoulder and goes, "Where have you all been off to? I assume it wasn't just him hiding."
We used magic to go to Winden because I need to get a ring because I'm going to propose to a girl I know in Billwood.
Out of character. Before we go further, did I at least able to get Talia her baked goods?
Yes.
In between being yelled at?
Yes. Actually, hey, Blackie, give me an intelligence roll, please.
Basically.
Oh God.
You tried to offer that up right away, which was the wrong move.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did not take kindly to your attempt of bribery, and there was yelling of, "You think you can, fix this just by giving me some baked goods?"
I was getting that before this all happened.
And eventually, as you are upstairs fixing the table, she actually comes up with you, and still a little annoyed, she sort of comes up beside you and goes, "You need to tell me when you're going. I thought something had happened."
I wasn't planning on being gone that long. Once we head on to the next place, I've got some stuff I think we need to let you know what's going on a little more.
She nods a bit and goes, "No, I haven't been entirely together since Father.
Yes.
But I'm not. No, I'm not weak-willed. I know there's something. The way you all talk to each other and go strange and hush each other on certain subjects.
It's to keep. There's certain things we can't let just anyone know, and I think I need to let you know most of it. I will honestly admit there's some I don't think I can even let you know right now. Just to keep people safe.
What about you? Are you keeping yourself safe?
That's what we're all here for. The whole group of us are in this together. Talday, actually at this point everybody knows everything. So out of character, not in character comment. But I'll let you know everything that that doesn't make it dangerous for you to know. But I can't let my mother know most of it because it needs to get done, and she's gonna try to stop me. So
You think I won't try to stop you?
I think after what happened, you'll understand more than she will.
Is this what happened?
It does.
Alright.
That's actually part of what happened today, is finding out some stuff.
And she actually sort of leans into you. I don't want to lose you as well.
I don't want to be lost to you either. Crap. Carrick's gonna reach into his little into the pouch that he has a couple things in, and Carrick should pull up.
Now?
Are you sure
Yeah.
You might want to roll an intelligence check here.
I mean, she is really distraught and scared,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we're not gonna.
wait,
I think we're losing a player.
Oh god! Oh no! It's all gone wrong.
Stable point of talking to her.
Plus, that's not my end because I can hear it too. So it's
Go.
not me.
Blackheart.
Yes.
I feel like the best move you can make is tell her what's going on, and if she stays with you, it's love.
Good point. I don't think.
Otherwise, you're tricking her into marrying you first.
Yes, I don't think telling her right now is a good idea. On that end.
wait till it's like a calm time in Beacon.
Then ask her.
Once she's realized what the shit we're all doing.
Why don't you ask her when she thinks she would want to hear it? Why don't you put it in her court? It's smart. You're respecting her.
The same. Oh, you mean not now, later?
No, you tell her.
Oh.
You tell me when you want to know everything that I can tell you.
Okay.
Like
I thought you were talking
Not the marriage.
about being married.
Not the marriage. The rest of it.
Confused.
Forget
I was
that.
very confused there. Well, it was there was most other people yelled at me.
Back on target. Back on target.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let me know when you're ready to hear all about this.
Okay. Thank you.
How's the table look?
Oh god!
Actually, wait. No, because he's expecting really bad. What type of check would it be to begin with?
I mean, that's
this
a good
would
change to
be
topic.
this would be
It's gonna be just,
carpenters or woodworkers' tools.
Well, I don't have that. Also, like, what ability would I roll?
You would be rolling. I think I would ask for a intelligence check on this.
Okay, normal.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're basically trying to fix what's broken instead of like doing fiddly bit.
Oh,
Okay.
wow,
now-
far better than I was expecting.
You have done
another
a
one.
general. Yeah, this is a handyman's job. This isn't amazing. This isn't an expert's work. You've definitely filled it. It's not exactly matching the grain or anything like that. It's visible, but it's filled in.
I think I need Cass to make it look right when she gets back.
Parents some extra money for a table.
I mean, I'm already.
He may have offered in the middle of it,
Yeah,
and this is still the end result.
there's
You can't go around just paying off your problems. Go fix the table.
tell that I know. Gift doesn't pay off her problems. Gift and make pays off everything else.
It's like, oh, I know several her nobles who would prove you wrong on that.
No, he knows better than to say that one at this point. No, he's already going to leave them a lot of money, and the worst part is if they don't accept it, it's going to be sitting. Some flint's going to be sitting in the kitchen waiting for.
Just put it in a pot that will be pulled down at some point.
No, because she's going to figure out a way to break the pot.
But Talia sort of pats your hand a bit, looking down at your work, and goes, "It's well done."
At least I know if I gouge something else, I at least know how to fill it.
I hope you don't plan to be gouging most of our home.
I personally hope to not be gouging anything.
Okay, then we'll have a no gouging rule. Yes.
Okay.
And she sort of tiptoes up a bit, kisses you on the cheek.
I'm gonna give her a kiss back. Now that
I know
sex-
I said I didn't want any of those baked things you brought, but
gonna slide them over. God, I'm gonna put them on the table where they're not covering the cover up.
yeah, and she will eat baked goods with you.
I'm gonna just because I probably didn't get out during the entire discussion because I probably got about 4 words out.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them will be back tomorrow. They I guess found where Cass's brother was and went to go rescue them.
This block bothers me to no end.
Is it because it's like not filled in as much as the rest of them? And the worst part is I don't know who it is.
Yeah, no idea. Yes, she sort of perks up a little bit and said, "Wait, her missing. Well, that's great."
Yes.
Wait,
We weren't sure how many could get through anyways, and I was already determined that I was going to be in a lot of trouble when I got back. So.
Yes, you were.
I'm not arguing. I should have been.
Very smart.
I knew I was, but the stuff had to get taken care of. But I don't know where they are. Grifton, I guess, can now basically do what Grandma does and scry on people.
Saw me do the tree teleport.
No, the scry.
Oh, that.
So, but everyone can do everything now.
Corvus can.
Say that again out of character.
It feels like everyone can do something special now.
It's like something's chosen us. Hopefully for the best.
Fair RG just stuff.
RG can forget that a ring is needed. That's her superpower.
That's not a superpower. That's just being dumb as hell.
I mean, in some systems, that's a good thing because you can't be mind controlled.
Unfortunately, I'm not that dumb as hell.
And,
That's the downside.
You and RG and Talia and such can spend a pleasant day further on there. Your mother even actually serves you up a bit more of a plateful than you normally get, which is as close as she ever gets to going, "I'm sorry for yelling at you."
And there's nothing thrown at me that's +2.
I'm generally expecting your mother to get more upset at Archie's casual comment of him proposing to a girl I met in another town.
And,
I mean, you technically, at least she did ask you how long you knew her, because that would have gotten me even more trouble.
back at the little pleasant island, Cass, you unfortunately, it's kind of hard to storm off down this beach because eventually you'll loop back around anyway, and it's not that far off from the center where the wreckage is. But try and get some sort of space for yourself to contemplate or cool down, whatever you have to do.
Sulk.
Sulk, yeah. And eventually, you hear footsteps in the sand sort of coming up behind you after about half an hour of sulking.
And Cass is just going to look back.
And it is the older centaur. She's sort of come over, arms crossed a bit, and you can see she's still sort of rubbing her arm that was broken a bit. not even really thinking about it. And little Cassie.
Cass is going to stand up. Yes.
You've grown a bit.
And shrunk a little bit.
She sort of looks you up and down. Honestly, didn't expect to see anybody coming, let alone you.
I'm kind of getting that now.
No. She looks back towards the wreckage. Oh, don't feel too hardly about your brother. He's going through a lot. So imagine you are. Grief has a way to bring up old resentments.
I've been through a whole lot. And I'm not even going to try to pretend to know what all of you have been through.
Yeah. Listen, Nat, the usual. Enough that you saw. Well, I have to say this is probably the biggest blow we've had.
Well, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. We could have died. You could have stayed and died. And there would be none of us.
Sidura could have been obliterated.
Well, frankly, I'd rather take the entire family back over that city, but it is what it is. And she just sort of comes up beside you. How are you handling it?
Well, aside from finding out that most of the family is gone, my brother resents me for leaving. It's a normal day.
Yes, aside from those things. You know, your mother put a lot on your brother once you were gone.
She was putting a lot on me.
Yes, and he had to shoulder that and more. Yeah, he missed you terribly, but I think after a while, he started to... He was better towards her, and then he was better towards you. He missed you, all the same. I know it.
Well, I can understand the bitterness because I left because I didn't want to fight. I did not want to live with the rage. It scared me.
And what about now? I see you're still carrying a weapon. You don't get those kind of calluses just from chopping wood. And she says, sort of actually just taking one of your hands.
Things have changed since Tarnstead. And Cass holds up the other arm.
Yes, I was not going to mention that. So, what took it? A tree or something else?
That
I mean, kinda.
Kind of a tree. I mean,
What'd say, Cass?
And Cass just goes, Fey Lord.
Hey Lord, you're picking the wrong kinds of fights, girl.
Oh yeah, I picked the wrong fight with that one.
Well, I'd count yourself lucky that that's all you lost then. How does it suit you?
It's not noticeable except for when things get into it, like sand. It's coarse, it's rough, it irritates the shit out of me.
Don't try to seduce her.
Don't.
Okay, and now tell me about how you killed them. You killed all of them, not just the men, but the women and children too.
Most romantic lines.
A little recommendation. If you travel anywhere cold or you stay in this heat too long, you might want to watch it against your skin. Try and keep it cool, or, well, in the cold, keep it hot.
Well,
A couple of us had parts like this, and you do not want to get burned by your own arm. And she actually taps the joint against your shoulder.
Well, it's so far. I haven't had it for too terribly long, so.
Well, if you remember me at all, Cassie, you know I'm not very good at pep talks or any of this stuff, but you're the last two. When I married into this family, I didn't put much stock in it, but it's kept me well, and it's a shame it's ending. And I wouldn't like to see the last two of you separating.
Well, as I told him, I'm heading south after all of this, and he's welcome to come down. You're welcome to come down.
No, I'm out, I'm afraid. That was more than enough for me.
Well, we're setting up a town, so if you have a trade skill, we could probably use it.
Beating people over the heads with a stick.
The only trade skill I've ever had, Cass, is terrifying little centaur children into fighting well. She says with a wry smile.
We have a bunch of pseudo dragons. You can do that too.
Well, well, if you ever change your mind,
You think you need a trainer down there?
we're going to be on the border, so if nothing else, there's potentially a large number of folks who may need training.
I don't come cheap.
Cass is just going to give her this weird look of like, yeah, cheap doesn't matter.
Well, you can pay my rates and you can provide some housing. I'll consider it.
What are your rates? Or actually, answer that later on. Right now, we want to get you back to Winden.
Yes, priorities. So, the only reason I came over here is, well, I saw how he went off in a huff. Just whatever he said. Try not to take it too personal. And
I'm not. I expected some blowback. I wasn't expecting as much. But at the same time, if things have to sit the way they are, then that's the way they have to sit.
sounds a bit defeatist to me, but I'm sure you'll see your way through however you can.
Cass smiles. Oh, trust me. We will always find a way through things. Even if it means blowing open a door. Blasting a noble out his own window. That's a story for another time, though.
Breaking a goddess out of her jail.
Oh.
Ripping space and time.
Reversing time.
She sort of turns to move away from you a bit. And then Cass, there is a sudden whirling round as she brings a stick towards you.
Yes.
Cass is just going to stop and take it.
I dare you to do like a lightning strike to the ground near her, but not on
You're just
her.
going to take it? You're not going to try and block it?
Actually, no.
Mm-hmm.
Cass is going to lightning strike nearby.
Okay.
Warning shot.
She pauses mid-swing as the sort of bolt of lightning goes off. Huh. I just wanted to see if you'd learned anything about blocking, but...
Yeah, she doesn't know how
Cass
to block.
is going to stand up, walk by.
Cassie doesn't block.
Pat, best defense is the ultimate offense. And just trot off.
Until you're dead.
You definitely take after your mother a lot more now. And she sort of tosses the stick into the sand and heads back towards the wreckage.
Dang, I was totally hoping you were just gonna flip the hand axe out and hit the stick. Cut the stick.
That would have been cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the lightning bolt.
But the sort of day goes on, the overbearing heat starting to abate slowly as the sun goes down. Corvus tell
At
Day,
some point,
yes,
Cass is going to do her best impersonation of a submarine.
you're going underwater.
In the
Yep.
salt water.
She's been in
Just
salt
the
water
ears
before.
poking out of the water as she goes scooting by.
Oh.
Just saying, she's gonna smell awful.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, she already does.
The ensign and the little lady sort of watch you from the shoreline, just curiously, and Corvus, the ensign, sort of glances over at you and goes, "Yeah, she hasn't come up for a while."
No, she's very comfortable underwater. I think it has something to do with something magical.
Centaur
I
lung
guess.
capacity, right? He says, looking at the other centaur, who slowly shakes her head. No.
Yeah, she started doing that probably about 3-4 months ago.
Right.
Just spending a lot of time underwater. I was going to ask. This captain is going to rise again. I can subdue him again, so I don't want to. Is there anyone who is particularly on good standing with him that it would be good for him to see you
Yeah.
when he wakes up?
Corvus, why don't you just tie him up with some rope?
That will make him more.
Yeah, please don't tie up the
paranoid.
captain.
Just sit on him.
I'll try and keep him under. He goes through fits of this.
Just make sure you are the first one he sees. Talk to him calmly and say that we are going. Try to remind him of who he is and that he is still your captain and you look up to him.
I will. Yeah. And you are able to watch over the one still sort of laying, and yeah, he's definitely stable. You make sure he gets very gentle bits of fluid and such.
Going through my good berries.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're eating too many good berries because you only get
Yeah.
one a day.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure more than one a day was consumed by most people.
They're gonna be pooping.
So I made 20 of
But
those.
it's great. It's nourishment without filling out your stomach. It's
I like to think that comes out the same amount though.
no, actually, in my mind and that's my setting, Goodberry doesn't actually. No, it's still there, but it doesn't exactly help with the feeling of hunger too much.
It sustains life. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
And
It's
this
not
is,
like you ate a 24-ounce steak.
Well,
and this
in
is
that-
this is
in
my
that
justification for why Goodberry societies will still have normal food as well.
Well, in that case, I'm going to spend some extra spell slots and I will just make a massive pile of good berries because I can. There's no reason I
God.
should. I'm making.
Right.
I'm basically.
So they have 200% of their daily
All right.
intake.
Calorie intake.
Yeah. So yes, I
I don't
am
think this will be
doing-
too bad for them. I wouldn't recommend taking
Yeah.
part yourself.
No. All right. So total alley out of all my spell slots that I just burned, there were 80 good berries.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they ate those.
Gifton, you should have 12 of those.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this will explode
One
from
is
all
enough for
berries.
Gibson.
As they
That's
take
when
in
you're
about
eating for
20
several.
times their calorie intake in this day. Yes.
And they all probably realize because they're familiar with what good berries are, but they don't care.
I
They're
mean, a few of
hungry.
them are definitely skinny, and there is some weight loss here because they haven't exactly had great food.
Coconut.
Coconut and the occasional attempt to grab a errant fish or crab.
Oh man, I just realized I probably could have talked the fish closer to shore. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Then
But-
you would have felt really bad that you were bringing fish who would then be eaten by people.
I mean, I don't really know if Gifton thinks of fish unless you start talking to him. So yeah, she'd probably have an issue.
Yeah,
Uh,
once they start listening and responding back.
But you end up settling down for the night. They actually gather up some fallen leaves and basically just dry stuff that's dropped down in the center of the island to get a fire going again. Rather to rekindle one that they had sort of idly burning during the day.
Sacred flame.
and
Alchemist
that
fire.
definitely helps. And it helps abate the night cold a bit. And you settle down to rest. Even you, Corvus, sort of have to rest a little bit, even if it's not a full slumber.
He will prop himself against a tree so he's ready.
I'm singing to all the various people that I sing to, and I'm adding one person to the list.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm singing to Hea, I'm singing to Tanya, I'm doing my thing to Grandma, Raz, and now we're adding Maris.
Okay. And
So I sing for a bit.
as you'll slumber, there is a... what's everyone's passive perceptions?
You're just talking about the ones.
I'm pregnant.
Just
Leave
the
me
ones. Just the ones.
I'm pregnant.
I'm afraid, Gifton. I'm afraid.
14.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're good. Yeah. So, in the middle of the night, you are awakened by the young ensign going, Captain, please, no. And and the sound of basically sand being kicked up by someone moving rapidly across the sand. And then the yelling of, give me back my ship! As Corvus, you sit up, Telday, you in your sentry mode, you see the captain basically walking to the shoreline and just starting to yell out at the sea. The young ensign trying to hurry after him.
Is all he... wow, this is a horrendous sentence. I'll start it over again. Is that all that he's doing? Just yelling at it? He's not searching for a weapon as far as we can tell?
He didn't bother grabbing for anything. Nope, he's just screaming out at the ocean.
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
Corvus will prep a needle. He'll go towards the ensign and just stand next to him, keeping the ensign back.
You're one of those doctors who just thinks drugs is the answer, right?
It's therapeutic, like screaming at the moon.
The ensign actually sort of, when you come over beside him, he actually puts his arm out to you as if like, please don't drug my captain again.
If he doesn't do anything rash, he'll be fine. Just let him go through this.
And you basically just get a period of him yelling, you foul, hellish beast! You took it from me! Bring it back!
Alright, Gifton, realizing she's not going to get any sleep, is going to stomp out there by the guy, thaumaturgy 3 times, and go, fuck you, sea monster! Give him back his ship!
Oh, God.
I'm going to commiserate with this man for a little bit.
And he... It's hard to tell if he notices you were there with him or not, or whether it's just, she can yell with me.
Yeah.
But in the end, it just sort of turns into this primal, rageful screaming out of the sea. Not even words anymore, just this anger out for a scream. Before he just slumps down to his knees.
Gibson's gonna head back in. He's fine.
No, I'm half tempted. I'm half tempted to just have Cass poke her head out of the water and go scream, no!
Oh god, don't do that.
Put the shot into you, Cass.
And the ensign just slowly moves forward and sort of, lifts
will...
You're gonna help.
Yeah.
Lifts him back to his feet and guides him back over to the shelter. And he seems to go without any complaint. Then they get him settled back down.
His anger out, poor guy.
You get some rest, Captain.
And he just sort of slumps down against the wrecked hull of this ship. And you're able to finish off the rest of your long rest.
Thank God.
Yeah. Sunlight coming through.
I'm scared there's something on this goddamn island.
Back in Wintercroft, was there anything you wanted to do before your own rest?
I'll let RG say first.
I had nothing else to do.
Okay.
Just basically just falling asleep in the hallway outside your room.
When I go to...
You have a second room.
Yeah, but guard that room.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be guarding them.
Yeah,
I'm not sleeping in the room, so I'm just going to sit in the hallway. I only have to go for 4 hours anyways.
Carrick is not out loud because he doesn't want to concern Talia. He's actually gonna pray for once.
Oh. Who are you praying to?
Hea.
Mm-hmm.
Raz telling him to stay safe.
Ah.
Aw.
And right now, that's it, because he's worried right now praying to Morgana would be a bad plan.
That's reasonable.
I was imagining
Yeah.
God, notice me.
I mean, if there was, I will admit, there was the mindset of if I can get through that they're not just in your head, but I'm worried about before that happens, what's going to happen first. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm going to pray to Hea to, and also kind of in that, also including watch out for him, because I'm pretty sure of all the people who can actually watch for Aziel right now, Hea's the one that can
Okay, and after your prayers, you're able to get to bed. And morning breaks in Wintercroft as well.
I don't want the morning to break. I don't want to have to be sent to repair that too.
But we're going to go back to the island crew first, because their morning comes a little bit earlier. Yes, you're woken up by bright sunlight and a rather actually pleasant breeze.
Kind of a nice island.
It's not bad if you get the choice to leave it, I suppose.
No. All right. So before we go out there and talk to the rest of them, how do you feel about we just drop them in Wintercroft and we'll drop them in Winden and you and me just go off to Wintercroft separate?
Oh, that sounds really nice, actually.
Yeah.
What?
I like
Purvis
off.
can get them back.
Is that? Oh, now you're making me choose between their safety and our comfort.
Is there really a choice?
I think they can manage, right?
I mean, that way Cassie doesn't have to leave immediately if she doesn't want to.
And we're kind of supposed to be interacting with that horrible place anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, we can offer Tilde to come with us instead if he wants.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so what do you think? I just figured Corvus and Cassie could spend some extra time with people.
Yeah. I said, as much as I like Stenhouse and the others in Winden, I don't like that place. It's nice being back in a smaller.
It's too big.
Yeah.
You like our little castle I made? It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's although it's always getting a bit blocked up with sand.
Yeah.
And the fleas.
Yeah. This island, not a place I want to call home.
No.
All right. Well, let's go get the rest.
Yeah, and he will sort of kick away the sand from the doorway a bit, and you can exit out.
Which is actually quite big for us and annoying. All right. Hello. It's morning.
It's been morning.
Are you ready to head back?
Let's see how everyone else is doing, but yes.
Jarvis, I was thinking if I open up the door to go to Winden, maybe you and Cassie and them could go and tell Dave if he wants to, but I'm just gonna leave from here to go to Wintercroft.
If you... okay.
I mean, you're more than capable of getting to Wintercroft on your own, right?
Yes, it's...
I mean, unless you want me to stay around in Winden.
But
Not
Corvus,
really don't want to.
the less travel, the better. And Kaya's going to step up behind Gifton, arms wrapped around her.
I probably shouldn't be running around Winden a whole bunch.
No.
So.
The amount, yes. Or why don't you go back to Venden? I will take care of what needs to happen in.
No, I don't.
Wintercroft.
But I can open the doorway. That's not a big deal. You guys just go through. Just like that'll be fine. Okay. I'll go see if Tilde wants to go. Tilde, do you want to go with them, or do you want to come with us back to Wintercroft?
Well, I would like to go back with you to Wintercroft. It may be best if I'm there to deal with the military aspect.
Oh, that is really true. You are very smart, sir. I salute Tilde. You can use the sending thing on us if you need to contact us for anything. Should we message Stenhouse to let him know that they're coming in by the Villain Temple?
I can do that, yes.
would there be a diagnosis for what the captain has in Corvus's knowledge?
Shock, probably.
He's
Yeah.
got spirits in his
Acute
blood.
depression.
Yeah, shell shock would actually be the closest thing. They're not quite to the PTSD point yet in this society.
Yeah.
Gifton, or Telde, if you do contact General Stenhouse, do alert him that the captain is currently suffering from quite serious shell shock.
Well, you're going to be going with them, so.
Right, but he may bring a contingent, or it may. There's protocol.
We will be arriving outside of the city. I
I'm
highly
quite
doubt
fine.
that he would march a
I'm
contingent.
quite fine.
Are you going to be all right, sir?
The captain is actually sort of standing up now, and that is a haunted-looking face. He just sort of nods down at you.
The 10-yard stare.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine.
It's just looking out for you, Captain.
You're going to see your people to safety. You're coming with, right?
And he looks over towards the ensign and
you need to let them know what you saw. So that way we can protect other people.
so that we can get it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we're turning him into Captain Ahab.
Also, nice to meet you, sir. My name's Gifton.
Gifton. I'm Captain Decker.
Captain Decker. That's an honor, sir. All right, well, I'll go wait over by that tree. When everybody's ready, I'll open up the corridor. It can only be open for about a minute, and then after that it closes. So unless you want to go to Wintercroft, hustle through that as quick as you can. Might want to make sure anybody who needs help has help.
Yeah,
Wait by the tree.
Get him through first.
I can't carry him.
Could you help me, sir? And he says, looking to you, the ensign says to you, Tilde, trying to pick up the injured man, or rather
Of
not
course,
injured, just
although
weak.
I may pulls out of his bag pulls out of his bag the dress and lays it on top of his arms. It may be slightly more comfortable if I carry him this way.
Something cushy.
Yes.
And Corvus just twitches at the dress.
And yeah, basically you get him up into your padded arms.
Mostly not hot metal directly exposed to random person. Yeah.
Yeah, because this man has assumed you being a metallic man, you must be strong. And Dex fighters.
At least I'm not a negative strength guy.
But thankfully, he is, unfortunately, he is quite light at this point, so he's not hard to carry at all. Right, take us home, the captain says to you.
All right, and I'll cast the spell and open up a gate to Bindon through the tree and motion, hurry through.
Before we get to that point, I just
letting Stenhouse know.
ooh, unfortunately my keyboard doesn't like E anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to replace this one.
How will you cast your E-spells?
Very.
Go ahead and type your message without your E's, it's fine.
No, it just means I have to press harder or try more than once, but yeah.
Okay.
Copy paste it forever.
You get a rather immediate reply of stay there when you arrive. We'll have a medical contingent meeting you immediately.
All right, and then I will do the gate.
Okay. And
I will watch my friends leave.
And Captain Decker makes sure that everyone else sort of goes in before him, before he turns, looks at you, looks at the wreckage, sets his jaw a bit, and steps through the gate.
Cass will follow because Cass wasn't part of the conversation of Gifton staying.
Bye-bye.
Bye!
Gifton forgot. She was just
Pregnant brain.
Gifted's pregnant. Leave her alone. That's my excuse for everything.
I'll be honest, it is perfectly within character for her to forget to mention it to Cass after that point.
Yes.
Okay.
Pregnant or not.
Yep.
And yes, you arrive at the Inland Temple in Wyndon, coming out of the very same tree you left through. And once again, it's a little surprising, the difference in day. It's still a bit dark here.
Must be further to the east. Or whatever direction the sun rises from.
The sun actually rises from the northeast in this setting. It's very strange.
The
Oh God, the
northeast.
planet has a serious
Interest.
Actually explains the horribly misnamed places now.
It's like, which direction are we looking
And
at?
the second sun comes in from the west, which is why you have dual direction.
Yeah.
Makes for lousy smarch weather.
Is it the first sun or the second sun, sir? I don't know.
But yes, you arrive there, and not 5 minutes after you arrive, a horse-drawn carriage actually pulls up, a rather large one, more of a sort of tarp-covered wagon, and you see men in military uniform sort of jumping out and moving over towards you. And one of them comes directly up and goes, Tilde, right?
Affirmative.
How many survivors? Who needs more urgent treatment?
This gentleman would likely need the most.
Right, get him in. Do you have the captain here? Captain Decker? I'm here. Sir, are you well? I'm fine. And you requested for the briefing, sir. Of course. Right, yes. And basically they are all loaded up. The captain is taken separately via just a single horse.
May I speak with one of you briefly?
Yes, sure. The one that actually addressed you first stays behind for a moment.
The captain is undergoing symptoms of severe shell shock. You will need further treatment.
And well, we'll make sure he gets some peace and quiet once he's been debriefed.
Affirmative. Doctor, is there anything else you wish to add?
Thank you for. Oh, you mean him?
Affirmative.
My doctor, not your doctor.
Septic, severe malnourishment, infection, broken arm on the centaur, broken leg on the ensign.
I know it's still moving. What kind of healing has he received?
Set the bone, magical healing, strapping and bracing.
What about the one with sepsis?
Magical healing, antitoxin, fever control. Best I could do.
Right, good. Okay, I'll try and get him treated straight away then. Thank you all. You're not with the rest of the centaurs? You're not coming? The sword rods were actually loaded up as well, Cass.
I'm with the Tarnstead Trading Company.
Ah, you were separate then. Okay.
Go with your family.
Do you?
They are a family, and I will be meeting them soon.
In that case, we will have word sent to you when everything's in order. Where are you staying?
Hound and Hydra?
Might as well.
No. Oh no.
You can also probably just send him General Stenhouse knows how to contact you.
Yeah. The High General also knows how to directly contact us.
Okay then, ma'am. Thank you all again. And he basically just gives you a curt nod before turning and basically getting this rush back. Not wasting much time. And
Okay, there it's back.
you're left just sort of standing there, slightly unfulfilled. This isn't exactly a grand, glorious end.
We did our job. That was what was important.
And Cass is stopping and looking around, going, "Where's Gifton and Care?"
They are going back to Ventercroft on their own time. They did not want to come back to Vinden.
And how are we getting back to Wintercroft?
Do you have any further things that you wish to do here? For instance, stay with your brother.
I don't know how much my brother wants me around, but I was
You could start.
going to talk.
You could start by just being there by his side as he's getting looked at and treated, and be supportive, I guess.
I will stay for a few days. I will meet you if you go back. I will meet you in Dolvewood.
Well, we will all leave together. There's no problem with me. I can come and go as I please.
Yeah,
You've
but at the
never
same time-
been through there, have you, Cass?
No.
Yeah.
She was.
No, she hasn't.
She was in the alternate timeline. Remember, that's how we got to the Snowland. She was with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Could we just lose?
I don't know.
Or we
Kronos
should
said he was doing something, I think.
Oh.
No, it's Telday that we lost.
Oh.
I think.
But yes,
So I'm saying that both of us lost voice entirely, and we're
Ah.
getting intermittent extremely bad. Like 5,000.
Okay.
Given that it's raining outside, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
But,
Things a bit more stable now? Or
In
still?
theory.
For the moment, yeah.
Okay.
It came back and then went and then came back again before. So
Okay.
in theory,
But yes, Cass, we can go through my means. It's just go through, don't do anything rash, and leave.
I mean, you've got all the good people with you. You don't have the person who wants to do it.
Well, Cass is going to go. Well, there's other things that I need to take care of then.
Oh, we can spend some time here. Telday can send message to Gifton, say that we may be staying longer. I could maybe do some more stuff in the library. Telday, you can spend time with your fellow Warforge. Let them know what's going on.
We could do so. Yes. Are you sure that you want to spend more time?
Honestly, it's no rush to do anything, really. It's just getting down to Beacon at some point.
Suddenly, Winden explodes.
It's up to all of you. I mean, my things are in the Vardo, my research and everything, but it can wait. There's still plenty of knowledge to obtain from the library. It's been
Like I said, if you want to go, you can go, and I will meet you in Dolvewood.
all right. If you want to do the long way and just spend a couple weeks up here, I'll give it a couple days.
Not like we can't send her messages and check in on her.
Yeah.
Also, Cass is incredibly fast. Cass can probably make that journey in about a week.
No.
No, you can't. The fastest way to do it was by boat, and that was 2.5 weeks. And you're not faster than that boat goes.
hmm
And encounters. You're a
Yeah.
centaur running through the wilds.
Good
Even
luck to you.
scary lightning centaur, you're still running through the wilds.
All right, so it sounds like Cassie's shooing you away because she's going to find her own way.
Well, if she wants to, she can go her own way.
Ah,
Corvus just shrugs, says, I mean, do what you want to do, Cass. I'm available to get you back or forth, whatever you need is fine by me. If Taude if you have something to do in Linden, you can just meet up and leave together, or go our separate ways and meet up in Dolwood.
Let us go. It is what we were supposed to do.
Cass, you're gonna stay here for a while?
I'm going to stay here for a while, if nothing else, just to make sure my family's okay.
Also, she can wait for the tree travel instead of the scary door.
Don't make me call
That is
Wyndon.
Solid reason.
If you need to
mean,
contact us, you know how to do so.
I mean, to be fair, I do have to come back up to get the Elvira's against you. Sorry.
I couldn't hear you over Kronos, Telde.
Yeah. If you need to contact us, you know how to do so.
Yeah.
If we can provide any help, please let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see you in a bit then, Cass.
Cass
Wish
going
your
away.
family well.
and Trot out.
Telde?
Yes.
Off to Wintercroft, then?
Yes.
Rightio. Slices.
The odd couple is now together.
I feel duty bound to remind you not to do anything stupid.
Just go through the damn rift.
Steps in.
This constitutes something stupid.
I swear that there's like a glowing smile in Tilda's eyes when he says these things.
So you cut open the rift. And Tilde steps on through, and Corvus follows. Something's different. There are no voices beckoning you to turn. In fact, that eerie stillness doesn't seem as oppressing. There's actually a strange calm here.
Oh no, it's with us.
And then Corvus and Tilde, I want you to make me perception checks, please. Okay. You both hear it. There is this wet sploosh, whoosh, whoosh. It sounds like footsteps or hoofbeats or something coming through water. Off to your left.
Not from behind.
Not from behind. And Tilde, you hear something above that. It's almost like a nearly inaudible, high-pitched whining noise that seems to modulate every now and then.
Oh no.
It's not that noise.
Buster's trying to get more comfortable.
Oh, that's what that was. I figured it was something outside of Toby's place. Because
Oh, wait, what
Genuinely
the
thought
hell
that
is
was
that?
someone trying to make the noise. Really?
Yes, it's a noise quite unlike that one.
Similar, the noise completely different.
You may wish to hurry.
Yes. Is the exit to Wintercroft? Is it viable? Is it?
You can see it off in the distance. Oh,
Is that way?
longer
go.
than previous.
Go faster, Tilde.
And
All right. Well, if you insist.
how are you going fast, Tilde?
I am going to start using my cunning action to dash.
Okay, you're going fast. Are you also doing said roguish thing, Corvus?
Corvus will, but he is going to be keeping apprise of the thing that is coming.
I would have dimension doored, but I really don't trust doing that in here.
Your door in this
I
place.
was hoping you were going to make that decision because I was like, you dumbass.
Dimension door me next time.
No, Stop being the bad influence in this place.
I think I'm a good influence in this place.
Not in that place.
I think I am.
Okay, so they're running. They're running.
Yep.
They're running as fast as they can, holding onto one another's hands,
All right, so
No.
you start
trying to get away.
you start running,
Yes, but not the other part.
and
Through the night.
you hear your own feet making that sort of wet splashing sound in this strange murkiness of the empty, and the sound off to your left is suddenly picks up in pace as well. And Telde, that high pitched whine suddenly intensifies, and it sounds almost excited in its modulation.
Running away from a cat.
Going to draw my. Screw it. Yeah, we'll draw the moon touched saber because, it gives off light as I continue rushing.
Okay, and you continue rushing off that way, and you draw your little blade of light. Are you looking over that way?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. I would like both of you to make me a couple of initiative rolls, please.
Yeah. Corvus wants to look at the
Okay.
damn thing.
I'm just gonna say I feel really bad I didn't come now. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't really
No,
want to die in the
no.
empty.
Still Percy wondering if it's because I'm
Oh, right. I probably should have put something on the.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh.
it doesn't matter for that. Don't worry. I just need to see how fast you guys are going. Tode, Corvus actually gets a little bit ahead of you, despite coming in
With
last.
his hobble.
That's fine. He
yeah.
has to actually get to the point first to cut it open, anyways.
And the sound is definitely behind you now. It's sort of moved in from the left and is now chasing after you, essentially. However, it is definitely gaining in sound.
All right. I'm also going to pull out my newly gained Flame Tongue Longsword
Mhm.
in the other hand.
More light?
Yes. This time, fire.
Okay, and you light the fire in the empty. Corvus, you hear it now as well.
Mm.
There is a sudden whining noise. This high pitched, not quite the sound you've heard when Rickbeal speaks, but you're really close.
A discordant.
It's very discordant. It sounds more like incredibly high pitched TV static.
Ooh. Chilly.
You know what Gifton's been hearing lately.
Is the firelight doing anything in particular? Is it causing it to react more, or?
It definitely picked up in pitch when Telde lit the sword, but whether that's correlation or causation, it's hard to say. Telde,
Yes.
the sound of splashing water of these definitely 4 feet landing in the surface now that it's that close. You can make it out, the distinct pitter-patters. Are now coming up directly behind you and starting to move beside you, and even in your periphery, you can now catch the sight of something. This strange whipping tendril coming forth, followed by multiple jaws lined with teeth.
Hmm.
And you feel a strange heat.
Yep, cut out.
And you feel a strange heat, a sensation that seems almost familiar.
Oh no, it's the Azoth
And you realize there is a glow
radiation.
that is not just coming from you and your sword.
We do not wish combat. Hurry. Sorry.
Mhm.
I will say the first part directed
Towards the thing.
somewhat to his side. Yeah, not actually turning, but yeah, and then kind of pause and then hurry.
Okay. Corvus, do you hurry? Do you look back?
Very hard.
Well, you can definitely hear splashing footsteps that are joining Telday's now immediately behind you.
I'm gonna hate myself, but I am gonna look back.
Okay, you glance back, and unlike every other time in the EMT, nothing takes you. It seems almost absent of the usual presence. Instead, you see what is now coming up and edging ahead of Telday, seemingly ignoring him. A strange beast. As I hit the show to players button.
Oh, not that.
Oh no! Why'd you look?
And
what a good puppy.
It's a no.
And in all of these little holes lining its head, you can see the slight glimmering of black orbs. And notably, two at the front are missing.
I have his eyes.
And it is definitely chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
It wants back.
However, the exit for Wintercroft is now directly in front of you. You might be able to get out before it gets you.
Is it pulling ahead?
It's pulling ahead of you.
It's past you. It's on me.
All right.
But see, you're inundated in it, so it's kind of like not around you. It's kind of in you, but not, because it's what that thing is.
No, it's avoiding Telday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
it
the thing that has
close?
his eyes.
Yeah, I'd say it's within a couple of feet of you, Telday.
All right.
Okay.
I'll take a swing at it.
If Cassie was there, she would have totally fought it.
Right. You lash out towards it, Telday, with the flame-tongued longsword. The flames flickering as it arcs. And it looks like you slice through one of its tentacles. However, the tentacle doesn't seem to be fazed by it. It didn't even budge when the sword passed through it. And then you see a nick appear elsewhere on the beast, one of its hind legs. And it starts to slow down a little bit. If you'd like to roll me your damage.
Yep.
If Corvus sees that, he is going to also do something.
What are you going to do, Corvus?
He is going to throw his alchemical fire at the face of the thing.
Okay, yeah, give me
Damn it, man! I'm trying to get its attention.
I know, but it's also, I mean, something to do.
You have something to do.
Yeah.
Get to the exit
It's
and
called
open it.
It's called a cunning action bonus action. I can slice through the portal with it. I'm just chucking a vial of alchemical fire. Yeah.
Also, we're handing this slightly out of combat round, so I'm going to ask for actions as I want them.
Actually curious.
So if you want to throw some alchemical fire, go ahead and give me a attack roll.
I would just use the hand crossbow for the attack roll.
Yeah, it's not a magical one, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah,
no, it is.
Well, we'll just subtract.
The short bow. I'll use the short bow then.
Okay. Right. So you toss the vial of alchemical fire back behind you at the beast, and you swear it would have hit dead on the head. Only it seems to phase through the head, and then the entire creature drops. It submerges, like it just went at a 90-degree angle down into the surface of the empty. And it is out of sight.
And then Corvus will slice the rift.
Okay, you slice open the rift.
Get Talday through.
And you pause for a moment to let Talday through.
No, I have to be the last one out.
You
so,
Yeah. If it's close enough, I will push on through to the other side.
Okay, you push on through to the other side.
Grab him as you go through and pull him.
Yeah, do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll try and pull him through.
Corvus, give me a dex roll with advantage.
Yay.
Dex save, I should say, with advantage. Okay, Corvus, as Talday grabs your arm, helping pull you through in an immediate movement, you narrowly miss the creature, not coming out of the surface of the empty beneath your feet, but from around the sort of side of your portal. And it doesn't look like it's coming out from behind it. It looked like it just appeared from the edging, leaping for you. The tendrils flailing, the jaws snapping in the air as you fall through the portal, and it closes behind you.
So that's what that thing is. Ugh.
It appears to be quite angry at you.
Wonder how you extract more of them. There obviously has to be a way.
Ah, yes. Infuriate it further. Excellent idea.
Oh. All in a pursuit.
Corvus, Talday. The air begins to split.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Better not brought the damn
Just a
thing to my mother's
quick
house.
Question, generally, what are our surroundings?
You have arrived basically in the square of Wintercroft. You are surrounded by buildings, as this would have been your initial destination.
Now it appears that we are quite definitely in Wintercroft.
Yes, and I think it's trying to come through. So how about you get off of me and I get off of you, and we prepare for the inevitable rupture of this thing.
The running and the screaming, as it is called.
The portal opens maybe an inch, just an inch of a tear in the air. And Talday, I want you to give me a perception check.
All right, yeah. Ooh.
Unfortunate. Yeah. And yeah, it seemed to pause for a moment and then continued maybe another couple of centimeters, almost as if it's been very gradually torn, like there's a struggle to do so.
Doctor, go back to the hotel. Get the others. I will stay here.
You have sending. Just get them here. I'm not leaving your side.
Go. You wish to conduct science. I am seeing if it will follow you, or will try to get through here.
Give me another perception check, Talday.
That's better.
Okay. It paused again. And you start to think, why is it doing that? And then you notice when it pauses again, every time Corvus blinks.
It's stopping when
His eyes are
Corvus
closed.
blinks.
When my eyes are open, it continues to rip.
Close your eyes.
They can see you.
Close your eyes.
Fine. He'll shut his eyes.
Hey, Corvus shuts his eyes, and the portal's opening halts, and stays halted. And after a good 10 seconds, actually starts to mend.
Vel,
Keep your eyes closed.
I can still see, you know.
And eventually,
Good. Then it shall not bother you to keep your eyes closed.
it closes fully.
It appears that it is using those eyes still.
Makes sense. They did not have any reactions to any magic, so they are not part of this plane. They are part of whatever that is, so it is influenced by itself, and thus the eyes. There was warnings associated with these, and we've probably discovered said warning.
It appears that once again you have brought into this party something with which another thing can spy on you.
We're just an open book of possibilities, and it's not just me. Finally,
Why is it always eyeballs?
Why
me? Corvus yells at this guy.
No. Why do you know of that? That was Thaudia.
Yeah, but I caught him up on that a long time ago.
I know.
I resent.
I was
that's all
informed of this.
eyeballs, because the glass is not an eyeball. It just has 8 of them inside.
Corvus is going to open his eyes.
Okay, you open your eyes. Nothing seems to happen.
It appears that there is another danger when you attempt to travel that manner.
I was aware of that.
And you did not inform the rest of the party?
I said that there were inherent dangers. I did not know of what dangers those would be. That is obviously the danger. We now know of that.
One of them.
Ah, so you were not aware of this particular danger.
Not of what that is, no. There was the angel death place, and then there was also where these eyes came from. It was a possibility. Now we have an understanding of what that possibility is.
Do we?
Yes. Every little bit helps, don't they? Every little bit.
Ah, yes.
We know that possibly multiple travels may incur its appearance. My
Yeah.
eyes influence what happens with the rifts. Opening, shutting them dictates how much this thing can try to manipulate this reality. We understand that now.
I certainly hope the benefits of traveling this manner are certainly greater than the numerous potential issues that have arisen.
I would say yes. Just not in the fact of traveling, but learning more about it. Understanding has its risks, and learning of those risks and making things work to your advantage with that understanding is beneficial to everyone. Okay. Would you not want to have that knowledge before venturing forth?
You just get
Corvus will begin walking away.
Till they look.
Yeah.
Inside the tavern, Gifton, Care, I assume you travelled back pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Unless you wanted to stay behind on the beach?
I mean, I briefly thought about saying fuck everybody. I was going to Dolphin without them, but
I mean, yeah, it's up to you. Where did you go?
No,
when did you leave?
No, we're gonna be the good friends that do what we said we were gonna do. I'm going where I'm supposed to. Yeah.
So you are basically in the tavern right now. Carrick's mother is already up. She was always an early riser. She looked a little surprised to see you up and about.
And giant care.
And giant care. And she basically told you to go and get her lousy son up.
Still in so much trouble.
Alright, I'm gonna go get her lousy son up.
Yeah. And yeah.
Say hi to RG in the hallway. Hi, RG.
I just waiting here to get him up.
Yeah. You want to get in the door?
Archie's literally just gonna reach behind her and rap on the door. So I figured she probably just leaned against it.
You are awakened by the sound of rapping on the door, Carrick, and then even more awakened by Talia's arm slapping into your face as she sort of tosses at the sound. Yeah, and then some frantic dingus noises as Dingus bounds off of the bed he was sharing with Basil.
So the question is, where's Varel with them sleeping in the bed? Because I'm actually curious about this.
Under the bed, probably.
Pharrell is under the bed, yes.
Okay, so he didn't decide that they were like a pillow.
No.
Don't play on the egg heavy dragon.
And you just hear the fake popping as the noise stirs him a bit.
I'm gonna.
Your mother said that we're supposed to wake you up.
Thank you. Wait. Hi, Gifton.
Oh!
I'm up. Gonna carefully get out.
Mhm.
Up.
I saw where chocolate comes from. It comes from these big brown nuts. Yeah.
Well, it.
But I was told they were
Wait.
coconuts, so
Yeah, it's only logical.
it's
So,
only logical. Cocoa is what goes into chocolate,
Maybe.
and so cocoa nuts.
Maybe.
Nope.
Not enough to know that that's not true.
Actually,
You don't know what
with you've got cooking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I almost said Argy. I'm not Argy. Carrick just shakes his head and just gonna let her think that for now. Because
Dingus is looking between you and the door.
I'm going to step over and open the door enough for Dingus to go running out and attack.
Dingus comes
Gifton.
bounding out and is instantly licking you, Gifton.
Ah! I got sand all over.
Yeah, and then Dingus goes, and Frill comes sort of crawling out from under the bed and lets out a little puppy yawn as he potters up beside you, Carrick. And he's giving you that sleepy look of, why are we awake?
Cassie and the rest, I left them up in Winden so that way Cassie could maybe have some extra time. I probably should have told Cassie that. Did I tell Cassie that, honey? Oh, I talked
no.
about it when the captain person and the other people were there.
Yeah.
So I
No.
just kind of was. Oh.
Oh, you have to tell her, right?
Well, I mean, she could always just come back with Corvus and them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
And,
not really that put out.
Perception checks from everybody inside, please.
I'm in the process of doing this,
As
picking up the
reality
Varel.
bows and warps.
Wow, where's my perception?
You know what?
slightly?
I am going to spend my inspiration because I don't even know what this is, but I'm nervous.
I don't have one.
Yeah,
Pregnant.
roll passive
Gifton.
24.
Pregnant and concerned. My pregnancy senses are tingling.
Okay, Gifton, RG, and does dear Kit steer? Nope, he does not notice. Yep, Gifton and RG. You hear the voices of Telday and Corvus outside, apparently in conversation.
Oh, I think they're back already.
Oh, quick.
I'm putting Varel
We should.
up
Get-
with Talia. Is this going on, by the way?
we should
Fro will
get
curl
the
up with
wagon-
Talia.
We should get the wagon going this morning. Talia, don't sleep in too long. We're leaving today.
I'll make sure she gets up in a little bit.
Oh, don't make that little bit too long, mister. If you take too long, I'm going to come up here and spray ice water on the both of you.
Mm.
What was Talia's noise for that?
Might be into that.
I mean, there's also the fact, unfortunately, probably fire-breathing dragon. So unfortunately,
right?
the response might be
There she is, a red.
the response might be not so cold coming back.
or instant sauna.
All right, well, I'm going to go downstairs and have breakfast. Come on, Ricky. You can come with us and go have breakfast. Come on, Dingus. Come on, Basil.
Why'd you just say Ricky?
Ricky's with me. I know Ricky's
Ricky
with me.
sort
Oh,
of flares
I thought you were saying that
into
Ricky was,
visibility.
had like stayed with me. I'm like very. Like,
Ricky
No.
bumps into the back
No,
of Carrick's head.
I'm assuming Ricky's staying with me
Dingus.
and Care.
That's what I
Dingus
figured. That's
picks you up by the back of your shirt, Gifton,
Aww.
and he actually starts to climb up Care
Ah,
and deposits you in Care's hands.
okay, fine. I guess I'm not walking anywhere.
And you
Alright.
head on down, and yeah, you can definitely hear Corvus and Telday outside. It's a little hard to make out exactly what they're saying.
Corvus, Telday, we're inside the tavern. Come in.
Aren't you just gonna walk out there?
Carrick's gonna get dressed.
Oh, well, wait, breakfast. I'm a pregnant woman that needs food.
I need to
Morning.
get clothes on. So
Cass is staying in Wintercroft. She wants to spend some time with her family.
No, she's staying in Winden.
Vinden, right. We are in Wintercroft.
Yes.
He's trying to go back to.
And what the hell are you two arguing about?
Not necessarily arguing, more having a discussion. We've discovered what else lurks in the empty.
There's other things in there.
Yes, it's where the eyes come from.
That's disturbing. Weird. Not altogether surprising, but disturbing and weird.
Teldy decided to stay back and stare at the area where they came through
Yeah.
and where the
Watch just
Telday.
in case.
Perception check.
Yes.
Inspiration?
Yes.
Yay!
Nothing of note.
That is the second one you have rolled on those.
No,
That's why I'm so happy about it.
it's the entity called the Azoth. For
I
seeing
guess
it,
it wants us back.
probably it has many of them.
Selfish thing.
Yes. But it did not seem too perturbed about Telday. It was more focused on me, which, for obvious reasons.
I mean, if I had a choice between some robot and a thing that has my eyes, I'd choose the thing that had my eyes.
True. Though it's an interesting discovery, when the Azoth does emerge, its dictated rupture into this plane is by my eyes, either having them shut or closed.
I'm not there.
But yeah, it's exciting.
That just mean you tape your eyes shut? So-
No.
sovereign
Not-
blue.
And so you can probably see through your eyelids just fine with those things.
I can, just not as well. And I would prefer to still have capable, if
Nearly
not
as far.
better, vision.
Personally, I'd prefer not to have the potential for an eldritch demon to jump out of nowhere and fucking kill us, but you know, priorities.
Eh,
I'm gonna eat all the breakfast.
Gifton.
So for the record, what's with you and eyes and getting us caught?
What?
What's with you and eyes?
Corvus, come inside.
I am inside.
I
You
thought
are
you were
just
outside.
upstairs.
I thought Archie met you outside. So I
Oh,
wasn't
Okay, you
sure.
guys are still outside talking at the thing.
Oh, okay.
No, he had already walked away from.
Okay, so
I'm
RG
so
meets you
confused.
outside, and then you head on in.
Yay.
Is that will have to be taken up with the gentleman, as is their
Corvus, we
motif.
should leave today. Is Cassie staying up there?
Cass is staying in Vinden to spend time with her family.
Okay, we should check in with her every day in case
She
wants to get
will get back to us in Dolvewood.
How's she gonna get to Dolvewood?
picked up. We're not gonna wait forever for her
I
to come down to
don't
Dulcewood.
know. I probably through Gifton.
Well, that's why I said we will contact her every day and find out if she wants us to pick her up, because we're going to be in Winden or Dulcewood today. I think. You know
Oh,
what? I'm
no.
gonna go.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
don't-
not
no, we're not
the
going back to
only
Winton.
one. I'm not the only one who confuses where we are.
No,
okay?
no, but all right, we're going to go to Dublin today, so we're going.
We're leaving today.
Yeah, we're gonna leave today.
That's
That'll be dope.
good.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to try to get the wagon?
I used two teleports, honey. I can't do it again, but I can start talking to the horses
right.
though.
What?
Gifton.
What?
What?
I'm gonna talk to the horses. I need to get them on my side about this.
Just give him a carrot.
They're not clop. They're not.
No, but I can cast a spell, honey, and I can talk to the horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Remember when I
Care,
Oh,
talked to
that's terrifying.
she's always been able to do that, Care.
I've been able to do that I did that when we got to Winden. Remember, I tried to
She
talk.
did that with Boss Haas. Found out he's a real asshole.
Yeah, he doesn't
They
like
don't
singing.
talk to horses.
Yeah, she talked
The
to horse.
terrifying stomp
Yeah, well,
beasts.
they're all right. Well, you make sure they don't stomp on me, and we're
He
gonna go
hasn't
talk to the
seen-
horses.
Terrifying stomp beast.
Anyway, but we should start moving today because we shouldn't stay still.
Corvus is oddly kind of giddy.
Purvis, are you okay?
Yes.
Did you talk to something in the empty?
Found out
No.
something with eyes that wants to kill us.
Oh,
Possibly.
The cat?
Mainly me.
Okay, RG, just kindly take his stick away for a little while, okay?
What stick?
You know the stick.
No, you are not taking the stick away.
I mean, to be fair, if I want to take the stick, I can wager you probably couldn't stop me.
Anyway, but Corvus, don't do that for a bit. I think maybe you look a little drunk on empty right now, and that worries me. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, but I don't think it's the right what's the word? Catalyst.
Okay, but we should leave today. And I'm gonna wait
Sure.
for breakfast.
Is after I get dressed, I'm gonna try to get Talia up.
Okay, I'm up.
Breakfast time.
What? Look, it's not bright yet.
Cast light.
Don't make me come up there. I will
Can I-
cube her. I will create
Are they
water
talking
and turn
loud
it to
enough that
ice
we
in
can hear
midair.
this? Hear them talking
You
down there?
you can sort of hear from Police for Floorboards.
Sounds like they're all down there. We should get down and find out what happened.
Okay, I'll be right down.
And you saw my mother angry.
Yeah, but you.
Yeah, but you don't want to risk her being angry at you right now. That's not even going to work because she's not going to be angry with you.
So it'd be angry character.
Yeah. Please get up. I would like not to be yelled at more
Okay,
by
I'm up.
people.
I'm up.
All right. Rick, Bill, do you eat?
Rickville just shimmers there.
No. Okay. You're missing out. Eating's good.
I'm going to go check on Dazzle.
I appreciate that he didn't try and talk. That's in character.
He has a beautiful voice. I actually think Rick
He
Bill's
sounds
the
like
same to me.
nails on a chalkboard in the worst possible way.
As a
Hot kettle black.
as you check on Dazzle, she sort of cracks
When
it.
I talk, my ears don't I don't make other people's ears bleed.
She cracks an eye open, looking up at you, Eric, and she just looks immensely grumpy.
You want to stay up here. I will make sure
so
somebody
normal
brings you.
Yeah.
No, that's haughty.
Grumpy versus haughty.
I'll make sure some fruit gets brought up to you.
She sort of just beeps at you and shifts a bit as if trying to get comfortable.
Poor baby.
She ain't leaving that bed before we leave.
She's
I think we're taking the bed.
No, I think Kara's gonna have a fun time lifting her up and carrying her out.
He's gonna get bit.
She doesn't get tails. As long as you get stabbed with the tail, that's fine.
It's okay. We're resistant to sleep poison. He'll be okay.
Where with our rolls today, if I roll a 1.
And Carrick and Talia come down together.
Hi, Talia.
Morning.
Sorry,
Where's-
I
where's
only
Cass?
could yell at you on the way out. We were in a hurry yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, where's Cass?
Cass is in Vinden, staying with her family. She will meet back with us in Dulwood.
A lot of them are very badly off. One of them had like a giant metal piece that was going through them and stuff, and it was really bad and stuff. But they're gonna be okay. We should check in with her every day, and then
Gonna have to
hopefully
leave extra money.
hopefully we can figure out when I can get her before I shouldn't be out and about anymore, because I think I'm not riding on the saddle anymore. So that's the thing.
Someone needs to take food up to Dazzle. She looks extra grumpy
I
today.
think we should have breakfast and we should leave. I love your mom.
Someone
but
might want
we
to
need get
take
going.
breakfast up to Dazzle
We should
because
just
she don't
pack
want to
Dazzle
move.
and food into the wagon, and she can eat on the road.
I don't want to pack her.
Okay, Kara, why don't you go handle that, sweetie?
Okay.
She's
yep.
grumpy
Oh.
today.
Oh, good.
That's why I left her up there.
Yeah, I have gloves. She's tried to sting me before.
No, she's my brave little mount. I will go.
Do you want my gloves?
Oh, yes, actually.
He will very reluctantly remove the gloves and give them over.
I
Okay.
wonder how hard the pseudo dragon bites.
Kay will take your gloves and he starts tugging them on and then tugs a bit more. And you've got small hands.
They are useful hands.
Oh, God. And he sort of wanders upstairs and then comes back down to actually get some food to take up.
Actually, I have a random curiosity question. If you take an attunable magic item
Yes.
and wear it without attuning it, will it resize for you at least?
I will say no.
Okay. Because I was going to offer my gloves just so he'd have gloves that size for
Even
him.
smaller gloves.
But yeah, if they're not going to be sized, I'm not going to offer it.
Oh yeah, he has big blacksmith hands, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he usually has little blacksmith hands because he's usually little. When he's big,
So we can't
he has
pick it
big.
up. We just drape the glove over him and everything's fine.
It's just a walking glove in just the room.
It's probably
Walking
safer that way.
Carrick, did you have an okay night's sleep? Nothing take you for a ride?
No.
Did you tell Talia about that?
No, I told her when she's ready to understand.
Talia waves.
When we went over that there's some stuff that she doesn't know yet, that when she's ready to hear, I will let her know all of it.
Okay, cool.
And that is sort of looking between the both of you. And Gifton, Dingus is like right in front of you and he is meeping at you sadly.
What's the matter, Dingy?
You keep getting flashes of images of tried to get close to Dazzle, she bit at me. Tried to move away from Dazzle, she bit at me.
Oh, baby. You come cuddle with me tonight and keep me warm,
And then you just
okay?
get a flash of how Dingus was sort of near Dazzle for most of the night, just like laying very still.
She occasionally yelled, "You did this to me!"
All right.
I don't know what kind of image that is.
Sleep with me and Kara tonight and keep me
He
warm,
bobs
okay?
his head.
Yeah. Oh, he's just hugging on Dingus. Oh, my sweet
And I like
baby.
how you've called him Dink.
Dingy. Okay, well, it sounds like Corvus made friends in the weird walkie place that he goes through, so we shouldn't use that too much, because that's not okay.
Still staring at the empty.
Oh,
Where's
Are you still
Telde?
outside?
Telde is
Telde.
outside.
Another perception check, please.
Ah, all right. Third time's the charm. Come on, another 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Telde. As you're staring at that spot very intently, your eyes keeping focus on it, although taking in your periphery as well, just out of caution, you notice something. Nothing is happening. It's still as any morning air.
I was expecting
Truly
Corvus is gone.
devious.
Yeah.
I still can't even see it moving.
Such
You
a
need-
master
you
of
need-
stealth.
You need a 25.
I'm gonna shrug and head back to the tavern.
Okay.
It takes a 35. Just make sure it's out of everyone in the group's possibility.
It's a 35 and a half.
How many days ride would it be from Wintercroft to Dolpwood?
Let's take a little look-see-wooksy.
Oh, look-see.
Oh, no, it doesn't help if I click on the Dolpwood map. That's not what we do.
Look-see.
Well,
Charge.
the power?
Wintercroft Dolpwood. Let's get the line measurey doohickey.
There's actually a road, isn't there?
Then
There is.
dangerous.
Oh, there's a road going a bit of the way.
Alright.
Why are you mentioning
That's Winden.
I'm just saying, Cassie wants to run from Winden. So it's
Because their DM accepts that is where we're always going to keep going back to.
Yeah, that was Sam measuring.
Okay.
I know, but so she has to do this to this
Yeah.
to this.
I mean, she doesn't have to. She can just go
Best case
straight.
scenario.
Right,
Over
a
some
horse can
things.
travel roughly 30 miles a day. So,
So,
127 miles. It's
4 days.
yeah, roughly 4 days.
4 days.
You'd arrive
Well,
sometime
I
in the
can-
4th day.
I can get us there tomorrow. If the horses will do it. But we might as well start on the road and see, right?
Yeah, I suppose
Just
we can
in
always
case they
take a
don't.
tree from the road.
Yeah. I mean, that way, if the horses decide they don't want to do it, we can still get there.
Yeah, it sounds.
What would we do with the horses? Just leave them on the road?
No, we're gonna try and drive them through the gate.
And if they don't want to do it, I guess we don't do that.
Yeah, if they don't want to do it, we just keep driving, like normal. Sound good?
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Tilde, we're packing up after breakfast and we're leaving.
I am already packed.
I have been packed for the past week.
Everything I have is in the wagon. Carrick, make sure you say goodbye to your mom and your dad.
I have a feeling there's probably gonna be yelling.
Did you fix that table?
The best I could. That's what I was asking about Cass.
Should we check that Kara's not unconscious upstairs? It's been gone for a while.
He's
What?
fine, I'm sure.
Ah, there you are.
Thought he'd come back. Does he have? Did he leave her up there?
No, he's still up there.
I am going to do one thing quick while we're eating, just to be obnoxious and do something off the kilt. I am Misty stepping up into the rafters over where I put my sword. I'm seeing if it's still there.
Your sword is gone.
Okay, cool.
Perhaps you could create something to cover the table so that any damage is not as obvious.
That's
Nothing that'll
once
last.
per day. You're stuck in the rafters now.
I have it prepared as a druid too.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
An
good.
actual spell, too. That's
I'm using my free one first because then it doesn't take as many spell slots.
She also technically has the ability to yell at Dingus. So
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Semi.
Yeah.
Or just get like one of the people who can climb to the rafters.
As you're looking around, noticing your sword is gone, you see something.
Yeah.
It looks like a tiny little stuffed bumblebee
Oh.
Oh,
that's been left in the spot your sword was.
I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah, and when I mean tiny, this is something you can hug.
Yeah, something I can hug. So I'm gonna pick it up and hug it, and give a sad sigh, and I'll use another misty step and go back down. So
We need the brownie bumblebee cavalry.
no,
And,
their cavalry is pseudo dragons.
And eventually, Care comes back downstairs with a pillow cradled in his arms, which has Dazzle on it.
buying the pillow.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that she was inside the pillowcase.
Driving pillowcase.
You could do that.
We will take some money out and leave that for the pillow that we are taking
What?
with us.
What do you mean you're buying a pillow?
Very angry pseudo dragon mama doesn't want off the pillow. We're just gonna buy it.
Okay.
You are more than welcome to try to take her pillow.
No, I think I'll pass. Carrick's mother says, sort of coming out, and you can still hear, activity in the kitchen. Looks like she's not the one cooking,
Nudge Carrick.
but she's bringing out cutlery for you all and setting it down on the table ahead of time.
I should say we're getting breakfast before we go.
We're gonna be leaving after breakfast.
What?
It was really
so
nice
soon?
being here. Oh. I mean, we probably ought to, right?
We need to keep going on. We need to make sure we get down there before everything else does.
We were going to leave several days ago.
But
Well,
I figured out how to cast a teleporting spell, so I can bring Carrick back sometimes as long as I'm not too hampered with the pregnancy.
no, you must then. And she actually comes around to you, Carrick, and gives you a tight hug, leans down.
No, I'm being choked. Oh.
Yeah, it is the uncomfortable around your sort of neck and shoulders from
Okay,
above.
so it is.
Yeah.
It is the.
Maybe
It
you
is
can
the
come
murder.
see his tavern when it gets made.
Maybe that's very far, but
It'll be only a little step away.
she does not look confident in that. But she actually moves and hugs Talia too, and says, "You watch out for him now. You make sure he behaves." Of course, of course I will. Good. And she gives you a stern look momentarily, Carrick, before giving you another hug.
Puppy eye, dog eyes.
Right, well, make sure you're all fed up real good.
And I just when I've got something to give you before I leave, Mom, but I'll catch you after we eat.
Okay. And she just sort of moves back into the kitchen, looking a little
I had
sad.
nothing but berries to eat yesterday. It was terrible.
Oh, you poor dear. Throw some extra bacon on the grill.
Unknown to Mom, those berries were. She ate more than her body weight in berries.
And soon enough, you are served breakfast and are able to eat heartily, as there's definitely more here than you could actually eat.
Can we get pocket bacon?
You can have pocket bacon.
Me and Kara are gonna hide the food that won't go bad in places for brownies.
That's okay. So you spent some time sort of hopping around.
Don't put it in my backpack.
No, not there. Other brownies.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, last time there was food put aside for brownies, it was potatoes in my backpack.
And
wasn't there like candy as well, or some sort of like honey?
No. There was that, but that was a later one. That was, I think, the one I'm talking about is dingus with the mashed potatoes for
Yeah, we
gifted.
know.
Oh,
That one.
yeah.
No, I think Corvus wasn't thinking of that one.
And
I don't want that again.
soon enough, you have finished breakfast, and Cara and Harold come out of the Howard rather come out of the back, and Howard holding basically a wrapped cloth satchel. Just looks like cheesecloth that's been bundled up, and he sort of brings it over. He goes, something for the road.
Oh, thank you so much. We'll bring him back every chance we can.
You better, Cara says, and Carrick, you are being pulled up out of the seat into another hug. You can't just come and go. You've got to stay longer next time.
I'm not going to be in. Oh, you mean the seat at the table?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you meant the seat outside. I'm like,
Oh.
no, not yet.
I'm more than willing to drop him off for a long period of time.
And well, yeah, if you do that, then he can't leave without you, right? You just leave him here.
Yeah, just leave him here.
That is the only way that he
That's what I
can
did to
travel
Cassie.
now.
That's why she's with her brother right now.
When I filled in the table, it doesn't look
Yes, I saw.
great.
It's good that you put us in the work, dear.
When I get a chance, I'll see if Cass can make one so I
I
can
mean, I
replace
guess
it.
we could just leave Carrick and we'll come get him later.
Your mother looks at you expectingly, Carrick.
You could have them work off the parts of the table.
Oh, it didn't cost that much. This is a principle.
Looking at Corvus,
Leaving everybody else everywhere, huh?
you get to drive Fardo if you could try leaving me here, Corvus. I was out of character comment.
I was gonna say if it's in character, RG was gonna go, oh hell no, I'm gonna drive. That sounds like fun.
I'm gonna give RG a sidelong glance and go, you can't blame me for wanting you to be happy.
I I have some stuff that I need to deal with when we get to Dolphwood too. But I have something also out of character. 1,000 plat is 10,000 gold, right? I'm not.
Yes, that is right.
Okay. Making sure I marked it right on my pay sheet.
Oh my god. You're gonna fucking
Kill your mother.
No, I'm not going to let her know how much it is.
Just drop that into her hand.
I'm going to give her a pouch, not tell her how much it is.
It's heavy.
It's heavy, and she's gonna open it up.
Are you handing over a pouch?
Yep.
Right. Are you handing it to her or to Howard?
I'm going to hand it to her.
Okay. She. Oh, no, honey, I can't take your money.
If you don't take it, he's just going to leave it somewhere in that building for you to find.
Forgot how good you are at listening. Think of it as a rainy day fun.
Your mother sort of purses her lips briefly, more in the sort of I'm touched but upset and also a little annoyed.
Think of it this way, Miss Carrick.
Thank you, but God damn it.
If you hold on to that money, he won't spend it stupidly.
I suppose that's true. Oh, thank you, dear. And you are pulled into yet another tight hug, Carrick.
Here, hug mom back.
Howard
sort of steps forward a bit and awkwardly opens up his arms for an embrace.
I'll give Howard a hug.
So you watch after yourself.
I will. I'll watch after tell you.
And all of you come back and visit, right?
Yep, best tavern in Wintercroft.
Oh, yes.
Can't argue with her, and she's right.
And it's the only tavern in Wintercroft, so yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it doesn't make any less true.
All right.
Best by default, still best.
Best tavern west of Dolphwood.
Oh, I'll take that.
I'm gonna have props with that possibly suit out of character.
I don't want to get in trouble at the King's Mercy.
That is still the only tavern west of Dolphwood.
No, actually, I've been to Sudur.
No,
I mean, Sugar, Roadvale, Autumn,
Cuthwaite.
Cuthwaite may not have any left.
Winden.
No, the problem I'm gonna have is Beacon.
It doesn't exist yet.
Yes, it doesn't. That's why I said there's not a problem yet.
You could be second best.
Yep.
And
Don't upstate your mother.
You get your goodbyes in. Your mother making them last a little longer than is actually comfortable. There's quite a few. One more thing. Just one more thing.
Don't worry, he gets it.
Columbo.
I was gonna say I'm waiting for someone to tag that one.
Yeah. But soon
I'm
enough.
just gonna cough awkwardly at one moment.
How do you do that?
Same way he talks.
It goes cough.
Cough. Awkward cough. Awkward cough.
.exe.
Till these eyes just light up a klaxon sound.
That's sneezing.
But yes, you are able to get the wagon ready, get yourselves on board, and are soon rolling out of Wintercroft. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Can I have my gloves back?
You have what? No.
There are
gloves.
We're keeping
Cap,
those.
cap?
Ours.
You'll get your gloves back. There are some definite teeth marks on them.
You know,
There's probably a
technically,
couple stab points.
I will point out, technically, we still haven't left Winden. Because there's still one party member up there.
Oh yeah, I'm just kidding. That's
Never
next
left
session.
Winden. We've never left Winden. Winden forever.
I would like to point out, though,
Always Winden.
Cass being up in Winden is actually really good for her to have room to RP with her brother.
Yeah.
So I was kind of one of those things of like,
There's
I
going to
wanted
be
Cassie
some
to get
family
to do
stuff at next session.
that. Because I want Cassie to have family role play.
For once, it's not me getting in trouble with the family.
Yeah.
It's not like I've had 2 games already this week of that.
Everyone
Stop
take
doing things.
3,000 XP. And we will do this same time next week.
Yay.